Every time I've listened to the pod, you guys are coming for Marwa day in, day out. Today
I don't know about that one.
Please,
I'll tell you what it
please.
is. Marwa does a bad job defending you.
I actually
Because I
don't.
try to side with her so much. Ask these guys. They always tell me you're always siding with Marwa.
Yeah.
No, trying to get them.
Sometimes she's not a good lawyer.
That's not
You're
true.
getting locked up 25 to life.
We'll work on it. Do a young course.
Look at this right now. She hasn't defended herself right now, bro. You understand?
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Disruption Podcast.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this around.
Ratings, man.
Rate it.
Yup.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
That's it.
And their mother as well. Maybe if they,
Mums.
yeah, if their moms could get involved too, that'd be great. That'd be good. Yeah. Just maybe their dad while you're at it. Tell your dad about the podcast too, man. Everybody, episode 239 though, man.
239.
We got-
here. We're not by ourselves.
Ooh,
But first, it's Noor the Baghdaddy.
Chief Olasojis in the building, baby.
It's your girl, Moeezy.
It's the Prince.
And now you've seen the guests. We got Niasha.
N to the I to the A
Long
to the
time
S
in the
to
making.
the H,
Oh, hey, oh yeah.
Is
How long you been learning that one? She said as soon as the episode starts.
I want to be part of the situation, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I know
dog.
you're trying to get her on.
Yeah, she aired my message but last year, February.
Last year.
Whoa.
No, like we spoke about it in person. Calm, set it up,
You
set it
really tried
up.
to set it like
Yeah.
full message.
Yeah, everything. And then went to the chats and then she
Okay.
just went quiet.
What happened?
Alternative facts, because
Alternative facts.
you aired me,
I did.
then I aired you, then you aired me again.
Yeah. Everybody aired everyone.
Yeah.
Essentially, is what happened. Right?
I currently have messages from her I haven't opened.
Crazy. So why are we all doing this
What's
to each
wrong with
other?
you
What's
people?
happening right here, people?
What is wrong with you
I rest
people?
my case, Your Honor.
What's this Hollywood?
I rest my
Hollywood.
case.
I think I'm the only one who doesn't act Hollywood.
You're barely on
you-
Instagram.
Yeah, you're not even on IG like that.
Barely on IG, mate.
But on text messages,
Fantastic
I
guy,
reply
yeah.
within like 2 minutes.
You do actually.
The problem is
I
he doesn't
respect
save numbers though, so best believe your number is not saved in there with your name. You're just going off. What is this conversation about?
Can we be honest?
I
Yeah.
cannot confirm no deny.
It might be that's how we start the episode. How do adults do that?
What? Not save
Have
numbers?
numbers unsaved in their phone.
Yo.
I can't.
To me, it's reckless.
It is very, very.
What's wrong with that?
What do you mean what's wrong with
crazy.
that? Everything is wrong with that.
That's almost like not naming your child.
Whoa. That's
That-
like the people that don't, you know, when they've like 365 messages.
That haven't been
That are-
opened.
I've become that. Now,
I have
though, can't
become
lie.
that.
I've become that.
That.
That's psychotic. Yeah.
One for every day, man.
The only thing I can't do is my emails. Like my emails have to be
Oh,
clean.
clean it up,
It
yeah.
has to be checked.
All
What's
the
the
time.
difference?
That one's because then I'll actually lose like bills and job opportunities.
Oh, so relationships you can lose.
That's calm.
But I can't get in between me and my money.
Can't get between my mom and Baghdaddy.
Are you gonna reply?
I got emails to respond
Yeah,
to.
man.
Make this
Some
money.
madness.
But it's good to have you
love
here.
For sure.
Thank you for
sure.
having me. Fine.
How are you feeling today?
I feel good. Timing is everything. Sometimes it takes time, but we're here.
So you're trying to say this is God's timing? Is that what you're trying to say? I think you dragged it. I don't know. I think
Always,
God was happy
always
with
for
last year
sure.
Feb as well, but I don't know.
Got some doors open. Good.
No. I think right now is actually good timing.
Okay. Preach. Let's hear it.
I actually have nothing. Because we were trying to, I spoke to your management. I think sometime last year, and I know you're doing an African tour, so maybe
yeah, that was
we can
crazy.
dive into a little bit more.
Yeah.
But then I think the strategy around that for you was to come off that and then jump on the podcast to sort of share that journey. Yeah. I know you got a good team behind you. They're
They're thinking about it, forward thinking in that.
Yeah, strategic.
Hey, this is not the right time right now. She's free, but it's not the right time. I said,
We can now. We'll most definitely get into that bag
that,
for sure, man. But I think we're all just first of all coming off the back of a hectic as weekend, man.
Yeah.
What a time that was had.
Boy, we had a time.
My goodness, man! It's only
tell-
right to
it was
kick
a
off
good
like
time.
this,
you
man.
can tell she's
It
trying to
was.
recover. Yeah, she got her tea with the lemon in
Yeah,
there.
serious business,
The
man.
voice
Where's
is
the-
finished.
Before we get to obviously your involvement in the nights, I actually did want to give you two your flowers
Yes.
because
Yes.
you guys really did pioneer something very very special.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, well done. Clap it up for you
First time
guys.
it's
You got the
time.
Lily Legs going.
Why we clapping when we be African? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nah, what a time, man.
Amari Gala.
I was gonna say it's one of the few times that I was able to sit and enjoy the like night a little bit in terms of different things that we've done. Like our live show we had, what was that, last year? I was running around on that one day, just thinking about this, sorting out audio. Like, I wish we had like a volunteer to do the audio or something like that, or manage the cams. But I'm running around doing this, that. And then even AYA will have community events and workshops that we host. Even then, running out. Personally, though, at the same time, I don't really like talking to people at these events, to be honest. So I like to I am busy, but I like that I have tasks because it means I can just walk around and keep to myself. You know what I mean? I like to just keep doing me, yeah. But Saturday was just, this was finally a time of just, like, there were moments, even though there was things going on, I was just like, I shook your hand, I don't know how many times on the night of just like, brother, Yep. We've got something.
Every time something was on the screen, this guy would just turn around, he would see me, would lock eyes.
Is that you?
You good? Proud moment, hey?
Nah, man, but we were all able to be at the Amari Gala. Every single one of us had a part to play in it as well, which is pretty awesome as well, man. So Amari Gala 2024 finally happened. It makes it feel like this is halfway through the year, but this is just March. How wild is that, man? But it went down to all the non-believers. The underachievers, the post and deleters.
What do you want to tell him? What do you want to tell him?
You make me sick to my stomachs, fam. Bro, it happened, man. It actually exceeded my expectations. So I was like, thank you so much for being a part of that as well.
Thank
you. Part of that journey too. Brought the energy. Like, it was crazy, yeah. We saw, because obviously we got our run sheet, we got things, we know how things, like, how we expect things to look when it happens. You start performing, yeah. You're on stage, calm. Yeah. You get down. Start dancing. Next thing you know, the whole crowd is up. I looked at Ollie. Ollie's like, bro, what's going on right now? I said, I have no idea, but I love it. I don't know, but I love it.
The mosh pit came together.
You know, seriously, you started off singing first. And it's time for serious business.
So singing is not serious business.
You said this.
I was doing opera moments.
No. You said this yourself. I didn't say it. You're like, all right, cool. Because I think Killy was before you. And obviously Killy brought that in.
Killy did that.
Man had the dances and everything. I said, okay.
Hey, shout out to Killy.
Oh, hey, Killy was last minute.
Killy got called up at like 9:30 a.m.
On the day.
The guy pulled up to Soundcheck at 2:30.
Yeah.
Called his dancers. And the guy had a whole
shout out to him, man.
It's actually mad. It's actually mad.
Amazing.
That's fire.
Amazing.
Proper madness, man.
But your performance was crazy.
Thank you.
How did you feel actually even being nominated as well and then obviously getting to perform? What was that feeling like?
I mean, being nominated, I think you would remember when you called me and you're like, hey, just letting you know you're nominated. I was like, because I was at work as well, so I was trying to be discreet. Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I was like, man, should we give it to someone else? Because I was over the court down saying, hey, yo, who's our backup?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm joking.
But yeah, it was crazy, like finding it at work in my day job, and I think it was really special for me because last year was such an epic year for me personally. So to be honored in that way, to be nominated for Music Artist of the Year was just incredible. Yeah,
that was proper.
It was like I'm up for a Grammy, do you know?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm nominated.
When I saw people coming up and starting to cry before they give their speeches, I lost my decorum. I lost my mind.
Daniel kept it, but Daniel came. I was like, people are crying for Amari.
Say we did it.
It made it that much more special.
Oh,
it made it that much more special.
Yeah, I don't think you guys understand how beautiful like it feels. I mean, you do understand. You saw it. You witnessed it yourselves.
Well, I can't really relate. I didn't win. So.
But you saw the joy from the sisters and the brothers. You know what I mean?
Happy you could have been.
I'm watching you. When we do the...
So why do you think you didn't
when
win?
we do this
good question.
When we do this, what you call it? Top 3, general knowledge.
I'm going to smoke you.
Oh, my days. Oh, my days.
The Niasha pack, or whatever they say.
Crazy.
Oh, my
This
God.
man.
Crazy.
Okay, note that.
It was wild though, because I didn't see. You know what's actually funny? I didn't know any winners except for 3, because I had to actually put their videos into the slide. I knew your category though.
Of course.
And I completely forgot when I saw you. I'm like, oh, the best. In my head, I'm like, oh.
Not all the best.
Definitely no.
But you know what? But it's not even like that. Like, when we were sitting around and then it was announced, it wasn't even like it was just literally like,
Everyone's
wow,
just
Solly has had
gassed,
an amazing year. She
Yeah.
honestly deserves it. And we had the conversation. I had the conversation with her when we kind of were together, sort of on tour in Perth. It's so strange.
Right,
she
right,
was
right.
with Turns and I was with Sampa
Yeah.
in Perth. And I was just like, oh, would you like me to go up and accept your award? And she was like, nah. I was like, girl,
That's
be
crazy,
for real.
man.
But yeah, I love her for her. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I guess that even speaks to showing the fact that like everyone's doing their thing,
love,
but there's
support,
still the love
yeah.
and the support
course.
behind. Like everyone's
Definitely,
still, we're all trying to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, there's no way it's possible to be able to do it, and you have this tall poppy kind of mentality around it. You're not gonna.
Yeah, and
You're
even
not gonna
just,
get anywhere.
like the Melbourne scene, like the talent is incredible, and everyone is doing their own thing. Everyone's in their own lane. So yeah, it would have been a tough decision or not.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I don't know what the judge. Yeah, I actually want to go back and look at like the scores and the rubric and stuff because we haven't seen any of that. So I would love to see what the judges like even put down or something.
Yeah,
and
but I
see.
heard. Yeah, I don't know as well, but I heard some of them were like close.
Yeah.
Like the winner was decided by like 0.13. Something like
Yeah.
it was
Wow.
that much of a difference.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mad.
For some of these. Before we jump into top 3, because you mentioned Sampa the Great, I just quickly want to know the relationship that you have with her, because it was actually you that called me on that launch event on the Thursday. You know, I was like, oh, like, are you here? Because I thought that's what you're calling me about the launch, but that's calm. But you're like, yo, you got spare spot for Sampa. You know, and I was like,
I could hear on the phone like,
I was like,
Carlos was gassed.
I said spare spot.
We got a whole table.
Yeah. I said, talk to me. When he said A-listers, I was like, bro, who? Like, who could you be talking about? Because the funny thing is, I didn't even know that she was actually in the country. Because I think some people thought that she would be, I don't know if she's meant to be touring or something like that.
she is, to a degree,
Yeah. So some people actually didn't even know that she was actually in the country. So then when I told my team, they're like, wow, I didn't know she was still in the country. So that was dope. But yeah, what's that relationship like with her and how did it even form?
Yeah, that's like a whole story in and of itself. But I'll start off by saying Sampa is my sister. Yeah. And it starts from there and then it builds to everything else. We met serendipitously. How else to put it? But it's such a weird story. But she was coming from Sydney, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And she was like, oh, I'm trying to, meet new people in the Melbourne scene and everything like that. And she'd invited myself and other people to come over to her house. This was like in probably 2017.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've known each other since then. But we didn't end up seeing each other that day because she was unwell and they just moved. And then, something serendipitous also happened that day. But
that's the real part I want to find out. There's something there.
I mean,
there's something in that.
Something else serendipitous.
She can't delve the details.
I'll leave that for, the next time I'm here.
The Patreon episode. Crazy.
But yeah, and then you guys know Dombi.
Yeah.
The icon. She's also friends with Sampa and Mwanje, Sampa's sister. And yeah, she invited us to a Christmas something, and then we all just ended up together. It was just crazy. But we also saw each other at, I don't know if you remember, there was Still Nomads, and they did like an anniversary for the Fugees, and there was like a whole performance thing. But yeah. That would have been maybe probably 2017, 2018. Right. Yeah.
What a time, man. And then ever since then, relationships just continue to grow. And here we
are.
Continue
to grow. Like, she's basically like my big sis. And in an interesting way, when we went on tour, she was like my mentor. Like, I was just there soaking in what she does, how she does things, and everything like that. So that was epic. Yeah.
It's dope when you got people like that around you, though, as in that are doing well in their craft and then still willing to give you the opportunity, take you on that journey as well. Because like that's mad. Like you get to literally go around Australia, around the world, or whatnot, and get these different experiences and stuff like that. That's crazy. And
Sampa is really big on that. Like she's really big on community and building and like not leaving anyone behind. I think usually there's that aspect of like being the first of something, but being the first is quite lonely.
Yeah, for sure.
And why would you want to be the only one in a space? So
I mean, some people want. I don't know how,
they want all the
but-
glory. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's their personals, but I think she has such a she values community in that sense. So
I love that because even seeing her at Amari, I was like telling Daniel, I know she was there with you guys are sisters, family and stuff, but the way she was just interacting with everyone, it wasn't like I'm bigger than you type of thing and I'm the A-list celebrity that's here, but it's like, I'm your friend, taking pictures with this person and congratulating people, and I was like, it's just so wholesome and it was so beautiful to see. So
Even when she went up to when she went up to present the award, all I see, Ollie and Mer on their first.
oh my God.
Immediately captured that. I say, yeah, get that moment,
That was
bro.
the only time I see these guys pull out their phone to
They say, yo.
That is so
like,
funny.
hey, send it to me, but this one,
Hey, I need to be there.
Even someone like Meron, he doesn't post too much on his stories and
Yeah.
that. Yeah, he only, especially when he's running an event, and that's like
Whipped out
like
the phone,
maybe
though.
an early clip. Boom, Sampa The Great.
done. Yeah, but I think people don't really actually recognize how humble she is. She's actually really chill, like really, really chill. Yeah.
What a time, man. Yeah, I'm still gassed though.
Yeah.
I'm still gassed off that weekend, man.
That was epic.
A lot
They
of
did
content
that.
that's coming out as
Oh
well.
yeah. It's one of those where like I was even working from home today, but like I just couldn't get my head to be locked in the game. Like I have to touch this
Tough
content
Monday.
Yeah.
immediately,
Yeah.
man. Like I got to start sussing this out because I'm like, this is.
Yeah. Were you going through when you rewatch the stories?
I didn't do that for a hot minute though, Like even like I saw the Amari one and it was like ants on the top.
I said no.
This guy
no,
started
no,
it.
no.
That was it was
Too
Carlos's
much.
fault. It was meant to leave it to the social media guy to hold it down. Carlos just started reposting
you gotta be
before the night was even
got
finished.
excited. He got
Dude
too
started
excited.
reposting. We had the
gotta
game
let everybody
plan.
know.
No, bro.
Yeah.
We had the game plan. We're like, bet.
No, there was no game.
We did. Meron and I spoke. We sat down and said, I bet. Let's communicate.
know.
Before we even finished,
Hey,
we look on story
it
and
was
said,
full
bruv,
stops."
I went in the group chat, I'm like, hey, man, someone's already started reposting, bro. It's time to revoke
Down,
some
Carlos.
access, man.
Because we were in an apartment. You in the other room. I was in this room. While you were saying that, I was in the other room sharing.
oh my gosh.
Oh my
That's
days.
But any highlights? From you?
Sure.
Any highlights from the night that you'd have?
Oh, I have one. Because I was at the front checking.
Oh, you held it down, man. Thank you for that.
Checking. I mean,
Yeah, she was like,
I don't need a thank you.
just a simple
But-
dab, bro.
Okay, sorry.
we
But
celebrated.
That's a big job.
no, so I was at the front and, checking people in, got to meet a lot of awesome people, saw outfits and stuff. But there was one moment during the night where some random, like, old white man just walked into the building. And then he was just like to me, oh, what's going on here? And I was like, oh, we've got a gala. No, he was literally like, oh, I've never seen so many beautiful people dressed up looking so nice. Like, what's going on? And I was like, oh, we've got a gala that's happening. We've got awards and all this stuff. He's like, wow, I wish I could be there. I'm just coming from the footy and I walked past and I just couldn't help myself.
Pull up, bro.
And I was
You
like,
got
hey.
some $150 there. We got a table.
You trying to sponsor the event?
Literally. But it was just so
machine.
beautiful. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, like someone's just seeing and recognizing, oh, what's going on? There's so many people of color, like black people here, all dressed up, beautiful. And I was like, imagine, when this is like widespread and people are asking, like, what's happening? What's going on? What's the Amari? So it was just a beautiful moment
Why
to
people
have.
fly down as well. I didn't even realize people was talking. Oh, yeah, I
People
came from
coming
Canberra. I
down
said,
as well.
damn, bro, I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was that deep. Okay. I said, I bet.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that
man.
was
People
my
from
highlight.
Sydney too. That's what's
Sydney,
going on.
Adelaide as
Adelaide,
well.
yeah. So, hey, man.
And that's without even having many international nominees or anything like that.
Yeah, like maybe
So
one
once that opens
international.
up, it's crazy.
It's like maybe one or two people from other states or something. that
States,
might
yeah,
have
sorry,
included,
yeah.
so-
like Elsie, I can't remember.
And then Eunice-ish,
Yeah,
you know? So, okay, dope. Yeah. It's up.
Was Eunice the one in the yellow dress?
Crazy dress.
And she had,
Yes.
you know what? I don't
She
know.
had energy on the dance floor?
No.
Okay.
I was gonna say she had the white lady who was holding the train. I said reparations.
Reparations. No way. I didn't.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
that must be
The
her.
white lady was holding down the. Oh my! Hey yo,
No way.
we can get it anyhow.
I did not even see that.
Reparations anyhow.
I love that for
I
her.
never peeped that. Man.
No, but her dress,
Her dress was nice.
sensational.
It matched-
She
it
looked
matched the energy of the
beautiful.
night.
So beautiful, yeah.
One of the MPs took a photo of it, yeah. Personally, so I was like, wow, just wow.
Yeah, I saw that.
White man, white politician, yeah. White man,
politician
probably got
just-
wife and kids, yeah.
Like, he was always white.
Wow.
His caption,
Wow.
wow.
That's
Wow.
wow.
Full stop.
Taking
Yeah.
her back, bro.
Yeah, his wife probably had to be like, hey,
Hey, buddy.
down,
24
calm
hours, I don't
down.
want to see this again. Yeah, man.
Only for tonight.
Gosh.
Go
Did
on.
you say yours?
Personal one?
Yeah, personal favorite moment.
Thank you for all thinking I was part of the organizing team.
Organizing team, yeah.
And you gotta tell someone
So
after party.
I kept
Tell them
telling
after party.
people I'm not part of this. No one listens. In person, I said, screw it, I'm just going to give up now. Bro, I started having conversations with, man, I'm so glad it's over. Yeah, thank you for... Bro, you don't know how... I was with a friend and she goes, I'm scared at how good you lie.
Wow.
Crazy, bro.
After party,
This is
everyone's like,
natural,
oh, let's celebrate. Come have a shot. I'm like, yeah, man, it was
Yeah, man,
hard
we
work.
did it, man. We worked hard.
Look at this man.
Free entry into the after party.
Crazy, man. Shout out to all the Moroccans and that. Apparently.
Wow.
Who'd you
when I-
represent on the night?
North Africa.
North Africa as
Yeah,
a
but
whole.
I said North Africans in the it was. Wait, I didn't-
Bruh, no, kill me,
No,
man.
North African?
no, I'm saying I didn't hear the woo.
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, no, it was quiet. It was quiet.
It was
Somebody
the-
else had said
you
that
know-
before.
yeah.
I heard like 2 people say, yeah.
You know what was dead? Central Africa. I said, where the
Yes.
Congolese? Wait, are the Congolese?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's sense. Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah, they were definitely there.
Do they pick a side normally?
It's tough. I don't think anyone ever reps Central Africa. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
So
Like,
what-
who do you know from Chad?
It's crazy.
You know what?
It's tough.
Okay.
Yeah.
To that, what people in Chad speak what?
Some speak Arabic.
Oh, word
A
up.
lot of people speak Arabic.
French?
Probably
They're a francophone nation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Giving
so
one of
I would,
those.
I mean, it makes sense because most
Madness, man.
francophone.
Yeah. True. But I was gonna say everyone was giving this guy flowers for an event he didn't. He wasn't a foul. What about yours then? Personal fave.
There were so many though. I think just rocking up into a room and seeing people just dressed up and excited about it.
No, definitely. And everyone just coming together and looking so beautiful. And the venue too. Everything, yeah.
Fabulous. I'm just trying to think about the whole night.
Yeah.
I think, you said one highlight. I'm gonna name.
Just run it.
Go for it.
Number one, when I catch one trailblazer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I really liked her speech. That was actually
Her
very
speech
much
was
highlighted.
very beautiful.
Me. Trailblazer for sure.
yeah.
Like, the speech, I was emotional. We were ululating, throwing the serviettes and whatnot
Everyone just
everywhere.
stood up for
We
that.
hugged her on stage. It was blackety black. That's what I enjoyed about this event. It was just like, and then when Lydia came up on the stage, she was doing all this. I said,
Dancing, yep.
Yeah.
what kind of award show is this? And then the girls were doing footwork in gowns and heels.
Crazy.
Going
That
I
was
saw
insane.
one girl doing
That was
your
insane.
set. She stacked it, but she kept it calm. Not the one that did the drop to the knees. I know that one was
That was
planned.
crazy.
But there was someone else
She did
that
it quick.
slid. Like her
And she-
leg
oh.
accident did a little one of these ones. She betrayed her on the dance floor, but then she packed it up. And you just see her exit stage left immediately. She said, "All right, that's enough for me,
That's
bro."
enough for me. But
I
yeah.
love that. I love
There
that.
is, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
Auntie
okay.
Salva's
Yes.
speech.
Speech was great.
Yeah, just yeah, it was quiet in the room, innit?
It was. It really was.
Yeah.
What's this guy laughing about?
What's going on?
It was good. It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
There were a lot of funny moments.
The South Sudanese caught us straight.
He said they caused
We
turbulence.
really did, bro. Really did. We really
I
did.
know.
Yeah.
That one was so like...
A few
I
moments
wasn't
we
sure
caught
what
up.
happened there.
I was so off the cuff, but I was like,
she was like-
I think she just didn't finish the train of
Said,
thought.
there are a few bad apples. I said, auntie, tighten it up. But yeah, she.
That was in the first
It
half.
was beautiful, though. It was beautiful.
Yeah, strong.
Nah, that was beautiful. But yeah,
It's nice to hear it because I'm just like, all right, these are things that we should then highlight the next
Yeah.
couple on. Literally, we just finished the meeting before. I'm like, damn. I was talking to one of the one of the other guys. I'm like, bro, did we just create another brand and something we have to like now manage? I'm like,
yes,
I was like, we just did another thing to ourselves, man.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
yeah, because the
Hey,
tickets
man.
gonna sell out next
Here
year.
we
I'll
go.
tell you
Oh,
that.
yes. Oh, yes. Bigger and better.
that was dope, man. Thank you everyone for coming down. Appreciate that. Yeah, man, bigger and better. This year, even just what is planned for like rollout, it's madness.
Okay.
Keep your eyes peeled for sure, man. But over, not this week, I think it was this weekend. Something else definitely went down too, and it's making me laugh.
Do you want
Over
to
the
get into that?
Or do you want to jump into the
top three?
Then maybe we'll do that, man, because people are waiting.
No. Are you?
No, it's ready.
Baby, is this mine?
Yes, ma'am.
Already.
Yes,
Do you want to
ma'am.
depress her before or after the topic?
Hey. Okay. You know what? Okay. All right.
Alrighty, welcome back to our top 3, guys. As you know, we've been doing a top 3 TDE, not top 3. We've been doing TDE quiz, which has been general knowledge. And then last week I did more of like riddles and who am I type of thing, mixed it up. This week is a little more mixed up just because I wanted to change things up a little. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out how I can do it so that everyone gets a fair chance on this.
General knowledge is a fair chance. Carl's just doesn't know stuff.
No, but also,
top 3 is not fair for your team.
no.
I'm happy with it.
But also, Noor.
I've won a couple top 3s.
Yeah.
No, but it's also because Noor seems to know everything, and it's not fun when someone gets everything correct.
Yeah,
so, I
Bro,
had
give me
to-
my science stuff, bruv. I'm in my bag.
Today would have been the perfect day because
today
I know
actually would
everything.
have.
See?
Today actually would
Look
have.
at that.
No, that's
I
fine.
should-
That's
I should have
fine. Do
done
your
proper
thing.
general
Do your
knowledge.
thing.
But next episode, when you come back, I'm going to do serious
Bet.
general knowledge. All right, but today is just kind of more like pop culture type of trivia,
Hey.
right? All right.
Carl, that's how you feel.
Pop culture.
Oh,
Yeah, bro.
Pop culture, but just not.
This
5 questions?
Okay, it's very mixed. We've got 5 questions.
Oh, okay.
There's a mixture. So there's some pop culture. There's some. There is actually a top 3. I know it's interesting.
well?
There's
Oh,
a
I
top
love
3
this.
as well.
This is just a game show now.
Special
Yeah, no,
episode.
it literally
I
is.
love
It
it.
literally
So you have
is.
top 3 within the
I have a
5
top
questions.
3 within. Yep.
Okay.
This
And
is
I will
Mal-
tell
it's called
you.
Mal's
I'll
game
tell
show,
you
bro.
how
heck
the
did
points
this go?
work. But we'll go through the questions. Once again, I'll give you probably 15 seconds for the top 3 questions. Everything else is only 10 seconds. And please make sure you help me out because these guys never stop when I say 10 seconds.
10 seconds is short time.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Our first question is, can you name the top 3 music genres in Africa? Top 3 music genres in
Hey,
Africa.
Jesus is Lord.
What do you mean?
In Africa, what do they listen to? What do they like? Currently, what is the top 3 genres?
I don't even know.
All of Africa.
All of, yes.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
So as a combined, what do they listen to? What do they like? All right, time should... Why are you showing me? I'm not telling you. All right,
No, yes.
second question is
chilling.
very random, but what is the figure on the most liked TikTok video currently?
Gosh.
What is the figure on the
kind of
most
question?
liked
Like the likes?
TikTok video?
amount of likes
yeah,
or the
the amount of
views?
likes.
Amount of
Goodness gracious.
Wait, what do you
It's
mean?
very random, but so there's a video.
That
How many
has-
likes does it have? The most liked.
Is it the egg one?
I can't. I'm not telling you anything.
That's not going to help me. No, there was another one on
It's
TikTok.
not the egg one. If that helps you,
Yo.
So I guess
Everyone's just throwing a random number for this one.
Yeah.
Who the heck knows this?
you have to. Yep.
Yo.
Yeah, you're stressing.
I really no, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I got it.
All right, cool.
All right.
Cool.
When were the BET Awards
Goodness gracious.
created?
I knew there was gonna be one of them.
First
Goodness
BET
gracious.
Awards show created and aired. What year?
Closest 5, obviously, yeah?
Closest 5.
Yeah. For whoever.
Sure.
within a
Unless
I feel
someone.
like, yeah, with numbers. It's
Unless
whoever
someone
gets
gets it.
Unless someone gets it.
Yep. All right. Everyone got a figure?
Well, hold on.
I'm trying to figure as back as I can.
All right. Next question. Who is known as the queen of pop in music? Who is known as the queen of pop?
It's the first one that I'm certain.
That's good. All right.
That was not 10 seconds. Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm a.
low key.
Who are you thinking?
That is
Wait, what would you guys
Oh,
try
yeah.
and do?
There's more than one.
Yeah.
There's
that's
definitely
what-
only one
Are we
person.
doing?
There's
Are we
definitely
doing this
one.
decade?
Nah, there's only one person that
There's,
gets called
yeah,
the
there
queen
is
of-
one.
Ah, no.
All right. Next
I
question
feel like I got this one
is:
wrong then.
what
I got
is
3 in mind.
the most popular color worldwide?
Oh, wow.
Color?
To
Color.
where? To
To
what?
Just most popular color worldwide.
Yo.
Golly.
Most
Yeah.
popular color
Based on flags.
The Queen of Pop, bro.
worldwide.
The Queen of Pop got me.
It was actually the king she asked for.
And then there's one more after this. One more
Gentleman's,
question.
champion.
Yeah, bro.
All right, are we ready?
Yeah, I am. I'm just rewriting everything in capitals.
Okay. For this last question, it is a finish the lyrics.
Well, if you give me one of her
Oh
songs,
my
bro.
days. I don't be
That
listening
is
to
a
these
scam.
people's songs.
Okay. Sorry, the song goes. I'm not going to sing it, but I'll just try
Nah,
to say
speak it,
I'll,
otherwise if you
I'll
sing it, we
speak
might
the words.
recognize
Yeah. That's why I need a one dance. got a Hennessy in my hand. Finish the lyrics.
Oh, right there.
That, yeah,
can
I
you
need
say it
2
again?
lines.
Wait, go. What?
That's why I need that's why I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand.
How many questions are there, by the way?
This is the last one. Last
How long do you want us to
thing,
go?
I'll go 2 lines.
Oh, gosh.
That's why I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand.
I'm either gonna find out that I've been making up the lyrics the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, it's correct.
Oh, that's correct.
I tried to
need the
choose.
second line.
I tried to choose one that people usually might not know.
Cool.
But everyone knows the song, surely, yeah?
Not the.
I hope I didn't choose something that no one knows.
What's that Cardi B joint?
All right, are we ready?
All right.
Daniel's
Yeah.
finishing off. All right, ready? Yes, ready?
Yeah.
Carlos,
Can I
ready?
go edit
Yeah.
some or no?
Carlos?
What are we saying?
Are we
Carlos is
searching?
googling. Man.
This guy.
Oh, yeah, cheating.
No. I was checking the spelling.
Okay.
All right.
No, I'm not gonna touch my board. You've seen it.
Why are you trying to cheat? This man's trying to cheat with our intern, please. All right, let's start. Everyone turn their board facing the front,
well, let
please.
me-
No more writing.
No, I didn't finish it.
God.
Daniel, everyone, yep. Everyone turn your board. Carlos, turn your board. Daniel, you're going to get disqualified if you don't turn it in 2 seconds.
Why are you laughing?
1, 2. Turn the board. Turn the board. All right.
Hold on, I gotta rub one out.
All right, let's start from the first question. Our first question was top 3 music genres in Africa. Okay. In first place, we've got Afrobeat.
Yep. Thank you.
Everyone got Afrobeats, Carlos?
Yeah, I got Afrobeats.
Thank you for that.
Yep. Second one was gospel.
That makes sense. That makes
You
so
know
much
what?
sense. Friggin' Nigerians.
The Nigerian.
I'm sorry
Africans
to the
love their
Africans. I
gospel.
did not think that. I'm sorry.
What did you have?
Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
All right, we've got Afrobeats in number 1, gospel number 2, and number 3, we've got Amapiano.
Piano.
Yeah.
Good shout.
What about number 4?
Piano.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Top 3, I will take only.
Piano.
Did
So
anyone-
we're taking 1 point per
Did
thing,
anyone
yeah?
get 3 out of 3?
Nah, bro.
I got
Okay.
one.
Alright.
Really?
What did you get?
Really? I got 2, love.
Yeah, man. Got a cheeky
Sounds
two
like
over
you got
here as
one
well.
wrong.
Yeah. I said
Alright.
hip hop.
Our next question was, what is the
most
figure
likes.
on the most liked TikTok video?
Carlos, keep your board
Yeah, Carlos,
upside down.
I'm going to disqualify you
Right.
right
Brother.
now. Show them, what are you doing?
Not right
Show
now.
the people.
No. Look what he wrote for this answer.
Wait, what did he write? Show me.
What do you mean? I didn't touch it.
Bro, talk on your mic first of all.
What's going on,
There's a
Carlos?
lot going on in this situation.
All right, anyways, the answer was 63.4 million.
What in the world?
How much did you put?
300 mil.
How much did you put?
What did you put?
I was
So
on
this is egghead.
9.2.
So I'm the closest.
So you were, Carlos, what did you
I think
put?
Carlos wrote. Did you write? Oh, bro, I thought you wrote 1 million. I was about to throw something at you. You did write. Oh, you wrote
He wrote
12.1.
12.1 mil. All right,
Damn.
cool.
So what is it? 60.
So it was 63.4 million, and it's like this girl singing to some like I don't know,
What?
some random ass video,
Alright,
guys,
man.
very
Anything goes
random.
viral, bro.
Really?
All right, next question was, when were the BET
that's a good
award shows
Yeah.
first
95
created
is
and
great.
I think it
aired?
could be 95 because 94 was when Outkast had their moment.
It
Has to be before
was
It's been 91.
2001.
Whoa! No way.
What award show?
Loud and wrong.
What's yours? Nah, it's not me.
04.
04?
Oh, you
Oh,
put
you
04.
got
So
it.
Carlos was the closest.
No, it can't.
91.
It was,
Yeah,
yeah.
I knew it wasn't.
Do you know what?
Are you
I should
doing
trust
quick
my
fact check?
instinct because I literally felt like
Yeah.
2000.
You
You know the craziest part?
I don't recall like Tupac and all these guys.
But that's what I was literally my thinking was, oh, Tupac, so maybe it was before he died.
Nah, it wasn't that. It was
I'm thinking
Okay.
of the source. God damn.
There was something else before that. Yeah, they had like
Source. I'm thinking of the source where
where
the
they
rap, where Outkast had their thing.
All right, so the next question was, who is known as the queen of
Oh,
pop?
make that
Can
up.
we?
I
All right, Donna, everyone say
I'm
who
gonna
you
get a point
got.
for this one.
Who do you have? No,
'Cause I
Madonna?
Madonna.
Carlos?
Dang, forgot about
To
Madonna's.
be honest, I'll
Just
tell
say
you.
the
I'll
name.
tell you my thought. I had Nicki and Madonna.
Nicki's
Okay,
crazy.
okay.
Hey.
Nicki Minaj? Nicki Minaj?
That's the queen of rap.
Nicki is
Yeah.
a crazy shout.
No,
from
no,
you,
no.
bro.
This is what it was.
Nah.
I was going
Minus
to,
one.
No. Listen. This is my thought about it. Yeah.
Here we
'Cause I
go.
wrote 2 names and I was gonna rub one out.
Oh, okay. You didn't rub
got
Nicki's
So you
out.
lost.
Yeah, I won't, it's fine. I won't get a point. But I knew it was either one of those.
Okay,
Next.
But
I put Taylor,
no,
bro.
who do you-
Fuck. Too
Taylor
Swizzy, bro.
No,
Fumbled it.
I want to understand your thought process
For
behind
Nicki.
Nicki Minaj.
What do you mean? She's not
Pop.
she's not the queen of something.
Not
I don't know what it
pop,
was, but I
bro.
knew she's the queen.
You said you had 3 people. Who's the third person in your mind?
P.O.P.
Kim.
Kim who?
Kim who?
Kim Jong-un,
Kim?
bro.
Who
What's
Kim?
Kim?
That's
Sir
pop?
Kim, okay.
Bro, are you okay?
Nah,
Carlos,
no, but-
Carlos,
Let's
Let's not jump on him. Let's not
Carlos,
jump on him.
I know she's rap, but it's just more of like queen when I think of like top
Okay,
3.
bro.
Yeah.
It's there 3.
So it's not.
worries.
It's not
Can
too.
you-
I
no,
know
no,
Madonna
no.
down. I know
No, no.
Madonna. Okay.
Can you define pop?
I know it's not them. They're rappers.
Oh.
I know.
Because maybe it's the definition.
Is pop. Lil Kim is pop. but
Carlos, I
yeah.
really tried to help you out with these quizzes.
Somehow.
So we say-
So the answer was Madonna.
Lovely,
Yeah.
No, but
lovely.
hold on. How did you get freaking Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it kind
That
of
makes sense. She's the biggest pop artist right now, so I thought she was the queen of pop. But,
Fair.
in
But when
terms
you
of-
think of
But what is
Madonna.
I hear that they put Madonna, but
It's-
she's not
it
bigger
is.
than T.
But that's why I said, what decade are we? What
Yeah.
generation are we referring to?
So I think I'm all right. But
Definitely
anyway,
Madonna, but
Yeah.
Madonna.
we'll
That's
allow
fine,
it.
that's
Maybe
fine.
she's the princess.
princess,
Maybe,
yeah, allegedly.
maybe.
But I thought it was Britney at some point. No.
Oh, yeah, probably, yeah,
Britney
during
was
her
the
time.
princess of pop.
Yeah.
Princess, huh?
All right, the next one was what is the most popular color worldwide? We have
Hold on. What did you base your thinking off for this one? Like, what is
Just primary colors. What's the one I see the most? Red.
right?
I based mine off of McDonald's,
You think of
Chinese New Year,
Yeah, that type of
everything
Okay.
else, BET Awards, Grammys,
red carpet?
people red carpet.
That's actually a good shout.
and Carlos. What do you have?
Foods.
Colors, please. Favorite color, bro. What do we?
It's the most my favorite color, but also number 2 is a color that makes people feel safe.
I think blue
We
is
don't have
typically
blue in my
depression.
country. I
in,
don't know.
No, but like you'd say like
I get-
like plain
familiar,
they
yeah.
have like blue because if you have red it's like
It's a warning because it
it's a
doesn't
warning
occur
danger
naturally.
that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Planes.
but also think about how many
Colors.
flags in the world have red.
That was my thinking.
Yeah,
It was
that's
flags.
flags. But there's like a lot of blues too.
Yeah, he's
For
right.
water,
Yeah.
but that's not many.
Why are you
That's
checking
all
that
on the
stuff?
border.
No, I'm not. All right, so
wonder what it
the
is.
answer was with 34% of the population, blue. It was blue. So you are actually correct,
Hold on.
Carlos.
What was second, third?
Blue.
Loud and wrong.
You fumbled that.
You know what? I would like to dispute that claim.
34%.
That actually makes sense.
No,
34.
That actually makes sense.
No,
No,
honestly,
no,
you think
no.
about it, people-
So yeah.
What, like
I've
blue
explained
jeans?
it,
Yeah.
but
Blue jeans.
So it's followed by green.
Damn.
Hey!
Green for men and then purple for women
Oh wow.
as
There's no
the
red.
colors
No,
after.
what research basis
yeah,
was
yeah.
All
this?
equally stupid.
So this is favorite colors.
Like just people's, just worldwide favorite color, which is,
Oh, I
yeah.
thought you just meant like
Yeah, I
most
think that was a
popular
bit of a-
colour.
Most popular
Yeah,
colour,
there's no
yeah.
discrepancies of.
Yeah,
Guys,
it was a bit
Carlos
of-
got it. Let him enjoy his
Carlos,
glory, please.
Carlos, he pulled that out of his
Let
body.
him enjoy the
What do you mean that
glory.
word? I thought it was, yeah, don't worry.
Okay,
Well
so
done, well
the
done.
last one
Finish
was
this lyric.
finish the lyric,
This in the bag.
and the start
too
of it
long.
Yeah, no,
is
that should make sense. What's yours?
What did he write? What did he write?
oh, Carlos.
I didn't want to comment on it because I felt like
What
we were
did he
gonna be
say? Everything I
jumping in,
know?
but-
What did I say?
I said everything I know.
When is that?
wait. Okay, let me start it off. So.
The words that I should say.
Wait, Carlos, hold on.
I know the song. I
So
know
it
the song
says,
like that.
that's why I need a one dance, got a Hennessy in my hand. Daniel, can you finish the lyric?
I can start the first part one
Go.
more time before I go.
Yep.
Higher powers taking
Why
a
are you
hold
doing?
of me.
Just read what you have.
No, it just came to my head right now.
A zoom,
Can you
is there
just
a zoom in? Is there a zoom
Just-
situation?
Did anyone
Just-
else get it?
yeah.
Did anyone else get it?
I thought one more time before I go was two lines.
Nah.
You know what?
I knew I wouldn't.
The counting is
So what do you have, Carlos?
Everything I know.
Okay.
What?
Sing it. Finish the
Okay,
sing
I can
it.
sing it. Do it. Finish it. Start it. Sorry.
I need a one dance.
Got Hennessy in my hand one more time.
No, because he didn't even get that.
What part?
I said
That
everything
part.
I know.
One more time. Oh yeah, that's crazy. Everything I know.
You tried
That sounds
it.
like a banger, and I know bangers.
So the
You're
lyric
not a
was,
songwriter, clearly.
it was one more
I didn't-
time for I go, higher powers
It just
taking a
literally
hold
came to my head as I started
on
singing it out
me.
loud.
Ding, ding,
I wrote
ding,
something
ding,
taking a
ding,
hold
ding,
of me.
ding.
Yeah, no,
I
that's...
swear that's on the remix. You didn't think about the remix,
We're
bro.
not talking about the
snap, I
remix,
got
buddy.
two.
Ding,
All right, so
ding,
what
ding.
are our
Higher
scores?
powers.
How does it work
bro.
with the top
With
three?
the three.
Top three, count what you have.
Oh.
I have one.
Higher powers.
Damn, that's it.
So it's like out of 7, basically. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry.
9 even. Yeah, 8, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
4.
5 to 8, huh?
What do you have?
Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Yeah,
When you see the
I even wrote my
winners.
name, Chief All Our Knowledge. Chief All Our Knowledge did not show up today, bro.
No?
Nah, you can't
3 out of 8.
Oh!
What I say, what I say,
a
what I
coincidence.
say, what I say,
Y'all
what I
got
say, what I say.
Wait,
Y'all,
what'd you get, Danny?
y'all
I got
got
2,
8
bro.
up.
Well, you got the Afrobeat stuff right.
Yeah, I got 2 only out of that.
I don't know.
You got nothing else right.
Nothing else was right after that, bro.
Afrobeats.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Good
Thank
stuff.
you. That
Congratulations.
High up.
Come
You
on.
came and you ate the boys up.
Hey, you did well. Yeah, hey, you actually, you were talking all that talking. You backed it
Yeah,
up.
where's my flowers? I need some flowers.
Happy for
Something
you.
for you.
Dumb it.
What were you going to mention before?
Well, I was going to talk about Sold Out and
Oh,
and
yes.
how that went down. You thought that it was good.
Wait.
Not the event. Sorry, was it you or maybe just before we were talking on the stairs?
Wait, about sold out.
And I was mentioning about how it looked like no, I don't think you joined us yet at that time. Yeah,
I'm
no.
like, where
Nah,
was
she wasn't there for
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
But I was talking about how like, P&D's talking about he's not coming back here again. And then I'm watching the footage and like everyone's quiet. I said, dang.
But where did they go?
No one cares about this, or who pulled up?
Hey.
Who's at the show, fam?
Yeah.
When was this? Like which?
I believe this
Over the
actually
weekend?
this one happened over the weekend, so this was a Saturday show.
Yeah.
Or am I tripping out?
Well, this is recent.
This is
Yeah,
like,
very
this is literally
recent, yeah.
no, Melbourne's
Oh,
coming.
well, that makes
Melbourne's
sense.
coming.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah. That's what
Melbourne's
confused.
coming.
Yeah.
This was, I'm pretty sure, it was either Sydney or Brisbane. They've done both. They also did Auckland as well.
Gold Coast.
Was it Gold Coast? Sydney or
was
Gold Coast?
on the same night or the night before Amari.
Okay, I think Gold Coast might have been night before, and then Sydney was the Saturday or something like that. But yeah, man, these artists were not liking it, and it was quiet. And then P&D took to Twitter to say, he heard us. He's like,
no way.
like something like almost along the lines of like respectful Australia. I don't think I'll ever be coming back here again. I've got a life I'm trying to live,
Yeah.
and y'all just ain't living it.
Yeah,
I said, damn.
I didn't understand that part.
Yeah.
I
It's
think.
like, what do you?
What does that mean? That part there, yeah.
Also, side note, there's always like that one artist where like everybody or a lot of people in your age group really love them, but you just never clicks for you. Party Next Door is that
Party's
one.
one of them, yeah.
He's really talented. I can't deny his talent. Pen game is great, all that kind of stuff. But just
It's a couple of his
musically
tunes that are
doesn't do it for me.
bangers. Yeah, there's not, and that, like there's not all of his songs that people typically listen to. I think, but there's the songs that are good of his.
So we're saying we don't blame the crowd?
Yeah.
Nah, like
No, I'm not saying that.
not- yeah.
bro,
The performance good. Let's start there.
Yeah, I
the
don't.
thing.
Now that I think, like, I
Because
actually
you
didn't
can't
see.
blame a crowd for.
I don't think the performance. Yeah, it didn't
Sometimes.
even look like it was hype. But then again, is it a feed off the crowd kind of situation,
Yeah,
or I don't know what it
fair.
is, right? But yeah, I don't think the performance looked like anything crazy. He had his.
Just-
He had his.
yeah.
He's. I think he had like a sweat,
Come on.
sweatsuit
Basic
combo
outfit,
kind of
yeah.
thing, man. Just to walk. But he had like people playing though. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
on stage. So like that changes the energy a little bit.
I think that's the thing with festivals, because you have so many different
People are here for different
artists.
things,
Yeah, like I might not be coming for him, but I'm coming for Summer. I might not be coming for Summer, but I'm coming for Bryson. So it's like you can't.
Isn't that the
really
very obvious with this one?
gauge.
Everyone's only there for summer.
Yeah,
Bro, people
Yeah.
were walking out of
they're
the VIP
walking out,
section
yeah.
during Somerset.
yeah.
I don't know.
What happened?
I think it's probably also like a snippet, like it.
Right.
You know
No,
what
I mean,
doesn't
But
show the whole
apparently
thing.
because she was sick and
She
her
was sick,
performance wasn't that great. Like I don't
So people
know
are
this
walking
whole
out?
thing. Yeah,
Blood
people were
pressure
walking
too.
out during her
Crazy.
performance. So
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where
Things went wrong.
it's tough.
the
It's very
accountability on artists, right?
Oh.
No, 100%. Like,
No, I was thinking the same thing. Not gonna lie, I was
why can't
thinking
you
the
just
same
say,
thing.
why can't you just say, hey, they're not feeling me, they're not feeling my vibe. That's totally okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why you go, I'm never coming back here, trying to make it look like it was. Again, I don't know any context in the situation, but it looks like this is your fault, and I'm not coming back. This
is your fault.
You know, the production is horrible. You guys, the sound is.
Is that what Omale
horrible.
said? He said, y'all fix your things over there.
Yeah, like to be honest, if it's actual stuff that's going to affect your performance, I totally get that.
Yeah.
Like, you can say,
And
"I'm
it
not
does
coming
happen.
back."
I'll tell you that for free.
Yeah. So if you're saying, hey, I don't want to perform, I'm not coming back because you guys are not serious enough and you guys don't have your stuff, you guys are not running schedule, this is that, it's affecting whatever, I totally get that. But if everything's on point,
Yeah.
but it's just the crowd not feeling you, I don't know if you can take that to 2 years.
Damn, I think.
I don't know.
I think there are multiple layers. Like you said, it could be was he a great performance? Because it's one thing to listen to the songs and then you watch someone live. It's kind of like, it's not the music for like
For a live show.
For a live show, like it's for live shows you have to give something. You have to literally give a lot of yourself, and also sometimes people are bougie. Yeah. they'll just watch and just stand there.
Okay, well, because I think there are artists, because I enjoy concerts, been to quite a few. I think there's certain types of art. Artists fall into two categories for me. There's concerts where you're a participator and concerts where you're a spectator, right? And for example, went to Sampa recently. Not bad, wasn't bad at all. He's phenomenal. Like vocals are phenomenal, right?
Not the preface.
I can fully break this one down, right? So saw him years ago at the Forum. Perfect, 10 out of 10 show. The best. He's better. His vocals are better in person than on recording. That's how good he is.
That's amazing.
The Forum's the perfect venue for him, right? Because he's one of those artists when not everyone knows every lyrics. There's like 3 songs where everyone will know all the lyrics, right? And it's typical. It's the ones where it's like Drake has sampled too much, 4422, all this kind of stuff. People know those lyrics. But the other ones, you're there to kind of just be like, wow, this guy's so talented, right?
Yeah.
Now, recent concert, he does it at
Margaret
Court, right? Obviously, they bring in the curtains. So I would say at most, there would have been like 3.5, 4K people, right? But if you're going to do an arena, doesn't matter like what type of artist you are or whatnot. You need to have screens. You need to have lighting. You need to have all this stuff because people can't see you, right? So the concert gets very boring when it's just one spotlight on you the whole time, right? Especially at a concert where we don't know your lyrics, right? So for example, years ago, Kendrick had done, this is Forward to Pimp. I can't remember. It was, what's the Rod Laver, right? And the vast majority of that concert was a spotlight. Obviously it had screens, whatever. But it's like, we know your lyrics. This is one where we're all proactively involved with the concert, right? So it doesn't really matter if you're not doing the most in terms of theatrics, right? Because it's like, we are the theatrics.
That's it, we're the theatrics.
we are the
Background
circus.
vocals.
But the thing is,
BVs.
I'm gonna challenge that a little bit.
Please do.
Because I would assume Sampa is assuming that if you're attending, you know the lyrics to some degree. In the same way that if you're attending a Kendrick concert, you're gonna know the lyrics. So I think
you know yourself as an artist.
He said you know yourself as a...
Once you've performed many, many times in the world, you notice when no one's singing your lyrics
But
back.
do you think...
But it's Australia.
I was going to say, I think Australia is a big part of this, though.
Bro.
But why do we hear this so much about us? Do you know what I mean?
Like, Summer Walk, because it's not about being massive. It's not about being 50. When 50 came, everyone knows lyrics because it's 50.
Yeah.
When Drake came, it's Drake.
Yeah.
But if we go Summer Walker concert right now, I'm telling you, everyone's singing 90% of the lyrics.
Hopefully.
Oh, of course. People love Summer Walker, bro.
Bryson Tiller, right? I don't think he's a phenomenal artist. I think he has made good music, right? But honestly, but that is someone where people will sing back.
That's my guy.
Yeah, and you're meant to go to... Are you going to the concert?
That's my... Hey, man, like I said, we're going to figure it out.
You got a few days.
On Good Friday. You know what I was going to say? You know, I'm...
No. We want to hear it. We want to hear it.
I don't want to...
So I'll give you one more example. Before I want to hear this though. An example of an artist where everyone's a spectator, but she killed the performance was Little Sims. She also used Margaret Court Arena, sold it out, screens, theatrics was like honestly out of all the ones that I've been to, Drake might have been the only one where the screens was better. Right? She killed it. There's only 2 songs where people really know the lyrics for her, right? In terms of the average person attending, right?
It's not even
but nobody had a boring time.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I think it's a combination of like the artist and how creative you want to have the show and how engaging you are with the crowd. Because I think also spotlighting makes it feel like you're sitting in like a theater and someone is just doing... So there's not that movement, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with Sampa, it's like if he had done 2 shows at the Forum with that same setting, perfect, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Sensational.
And also, I think different spaces make people react to you differently.
Okay, don't run away from what you were trying to say before. Tell us now. I wasn't gonna let you.
Said Good
A
Friday.
bit spicy. And I was just gonna. Mm-mm. No, I was just. Mm-mm.
Now you have to say it.
No, because I was like, oh, when you were telling me, like,
Yeah.
oh, you're gonna do the thing, and actually explain what you're gonna do, then I can.
my
tell
whole
you.
thing, yes, obviously, so
As a Bryson Tiller fan, you.
yeah, I'm a big Bryson fan. Yeah,
Okay.
I said like he made me like a love boy because like I met Mawa like around the same time that I like discovered Bryson, and for some reason like it's just Bryson. Bryson and like
Bryson
this
and Mawa?
relationship. Nah, like as in the music like it's very aligned for me.
sentimental for you.
It's very
That's
in a weird way.
nice.
So took
So you guys
it.
gonna go together?
So we've
We
been
went
to
to
a Bryson
his
concert
concert,
already.
yeah.
as well.
Oh,
And,
I
like,
hated that.
Mawa was like, what the heck am I coming
hated
here
it?
for?
You've said that so many
No,
times.
I didn't
You
say
said
I
that
hate
made
it.
me hate concerts.
No, it was the fact that people were pushing and it was just ridiculous. That was my first concert ever.
Yeah.
Pushing
And
is
also,
mad.
did he sing his new catalog or old
Now
catalog?
that would have been True to Self. So it was like it was
bit-
Trap Soul and True to Self.
yeah. So I mean, it was
Sorry, that's-
good.
yeah,
It was
True to
good. I liked watching
True
him
to
have
Shelf,
fun.
'cause
So
it
Shush. I was bought the merch, everything, man. It was a
Whoa,
time. Yeah,
whoa! You know
I
when you,
rinsed
he's a
that shit,
fan,
didn't
but
I?
he's a
Yeah.
fan.
when you
Yeah,
buy
yeah,
merch,
Bro.
because they be
That
over,
merch, yeah, that's
they
crazy.
be
It was a dope
overpricing
shirt.
them.
That was back when our drip was all funky, man. But the photo I put up on IG, what they loved it. They ate it up.
Who's they?
They ate it up. The people them. Nah, I'm playing. But yeah, so like Bryson, that's my guy, whatever. So anyway, sold out is happening on Good Friday, and I'm like, dude, and it's 5 minutes away from like our church too. I'm like, bro, there's no way I'm coming from church and then going to the festival. I said that's just big harakat. That's
Can't have fun on Good Friday.
You can
I can't.
yeah.
I
We
remember
got
last
told
last year we pulled up to church. Yeah.
We got told off for having a barbecue.
Even
on
beyond
Good
that, we put
Friday.
up to, bro. I put up to church here on Good Friday. I'm wearing, I think I had cargos and a hoodie. Yeah, no, put up in a suit.
It's Good Friday.
And he's like, what are you wearing? I'm like, bro, what are you wearing? He's like, bro, it's Good Friday. Like, this is serious.
I hate how. See, this is a whole.
I'm celebrating, bro.
Yeah, like
that's my savior.
Come as you are, blah blah blah.
Come as you are.
We're not religious. We're a
Church
relationship.
clothes.
All this stuff. But I don't know, man. I think there's some moments where this is where I'm like, I think other denominations take something.
Bro, why don't you wear the drip on Christmas or something then
Christmas
as well?
and
Christmas
Easter,
different, bro. That's a birthday.
Oh no, no.
Do I wear the
Christmas,
same thing to a
Easter.
birthday and a funeral?
Facts.
Wait a minute. Technically, yes.
Technically, he's right. No, you getting
Don't
convinced.
people wear suits to funerals?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
that's what he's saying.
At Christmas, I don't need to come in a suit.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
why
they're
not?
wearing Christmas.
Because it's a birthday.
Oh, so you turned.
He's getting turned.
We should be.
You turned for Jesus. Oh, yeah,
Put on that deal
yeah.
pack. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, my conundrum was it's just not right. And then I was like, oh, hold on. The set times
Now you checking the
for
suit time.
Bryson, P&D, and Summer
Okay.
kicks off at about 6:30.
Okay.
I believe that is enough of a distance between the church service and Haps. I don't know what it is. I think I was like watching footage or something like stories yesterday night. And then I just woke up this morning. I was like, damn, Brachi. Like Bryson's coming to Melbourne, Summer, P&D. I'm like, I wouldn't mind, bro. But yeah, it's just my conundrum right now that I have, so I need to figure it out.
Oh, that's fair enough.
I'm not gonna pay for the ticket though. Like,
Wait, how did it go?
don't worry, bro.
Oh, so you said you can actually go for one.
Connect.
We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this episode comes out on a Wednesday, so maybe someone will watch and bless you with a ticket.
Yeah.
So we shall
But
see.
what's your take on that?
My take was, I guess this is why whoever sent the dilemma said yes.
Legit.
Listen,
Lukewarm Christian.
but you know what?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
such a strange, interesting thing to say.
The dilemma or my time distance?
Both.
That was my dumb rationale. but I
Poco
was
los
like,
dos.
yeah, ¿por qué no las dos, man? But
Like, you know, it's Good Friday. The time difference.
I
is
know.
nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
Yeah, but I mean, what's the difference between like when you wake up and pray and then
There
you
is
put
none.
on?
There is not a single difference, and it's like I listen to the music still. You know what I mean? So like it was just maybe I think my thing was maybe the environment of it potentially. Like if it's like a madness,
Yeah.
or something going on, it just doesn't like it just doesn't feel right on that
But
day.
I'm not pushing
Why
my
doesn't it
conviction
feel
on you.
right?
No, to be honest, the only reason I actually said I'd be down to go is if I was doing videography, instead actually. So I actually wanted to go.
You want to make money.
Guys,
No. Let me tell you the
He
difference.
wants to get paid
I
on
want to tell you
Good
the
Friday.
difference.
because I can tithe off it.
Nah, not even that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. Because I was like, oh snap.
First
Like,
fruits.
nah, I'm like, bro, I have a wedding I'm coming up soon that I'm gonna shoot for as well. I'm like, bro, I haven't even used my gimbal in a hot minute. I'm like, this is a dope opportunity, and I get to capture the artist that I really like as well.
Excuse-
No. This is genuinely what I was
Excuse-
going
Go to your backyard,
No,
bro.
genuinely,
I'll
I was like, fam, why would I miss out on actually capturing this? Like, I was looking back at some of the Promised Land footage that I shot last year, and I was like, bro, this is crack. Like, this footage was
You did
shot.
nothing with it.
I did nothing with it. Yeah, I mean, it was no.
Oh, sorry, I mean,
I figure it out now. Man. But I was like, damn, like it looks good. I'm like, imagine this is Bryson instead, bro. Like
You should have
Someone you like.
for free. Yeah, bro, why not?
Oh. As long as he gets free entry.
To go.
So no, because I was like, I'm not going there and doing my turn-up is a different thing. There's also like I don't know, like I know people going, but I'm not going with anyone. It's like, bro, if I'm in the barricade thing doing my little videography, I'm with that.
Also, though, I'm not even trying to add to your little excuses or reasons to go, but all the music, like Bryson, he sings a very lovey.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the music is
Always
it's
just
changed.
another
Yeah,
interlude.
Their music-
whatever she wants.
So we put in
not-
First Corinthians 13. He sings about kindness and love.
Yeah. So anyway,
yeah.
bro.
Bryson is kind. Bryson is patient.
I'm gonna attend, you know. I'll have a conversation about Good Friday with people afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Preach,
Mad.
evangelize outside. You know what I'm saying?
Mad.
Hey man, do you? Whatever you're convicted.
Yeah, I'll figure it
Let
out,
us know how
man.
you
Yeah.
go, man.
Yeah, I'll talk to my people, man. We'll see what happens, bro. But if you see me and you see a story, just mind your business, man.
Hey,
mind your
it
business,
is
bro.
what it is.
Man.
You have to sit with that.
Yeah, I'm figuring it out. Like I said,
If you go and you have fun, okay. If you don't go because you're convicted, otherwise, okay.
even the intern is thinking about their ticket as well. Now everyone's just. I know someone else. They're like, yeah, nah. I thought about it, man. Good Friday, it's not for me. I said, damn, bro. Like, what's?
But you know what my only thing was? Soli's performing, and I was like,
Oh, yes,
that's literally the only
is.
set that I want to rock up.
She is performing.
But Sully has. I am blessed. I am
That's what I'm
blessed.
saying.
It's basically a Good
don't feel
Friday
guilty.
concept.
Not the justification.
It's now Christian content.
Hey, she said, "Pray, I am blessed."
Oh my gosh,
Ready
man.
for her set.
There's a lot of
Get out of there, bro.
explanations going
See
on here.
Bryson go down.
What, the other one gripping her thigh, whatever.
I'm sprinting back.
What's it? It even has a song, "Don't Judge Me."
Yeah, see? They said only God can judge me or something like that in the song, right?
God looking down and like, yep, stupid man.
Yeah, I'm judging very hard, bro.
That's kind of worse judgment. To a degree, actually.
Like, you don't want God to be the one judging you. Let me.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like I said,
because he's got
I'll figure it out,
context.
man.
He knows everything.
But I was gonna say this is a random one, but it's something else that's been bothering me. But to be honest, it's been solved apparently now. The issue that's been on my mind for
Oh,
like
yes.
I don't know if you've been seeing.
Oh, pillow talk. Yeah.
No,
It's just on my mind.
it's not pillow talk. It's the rest of the world is involved in this conversation too.
It's very random of you.
Of me caring,
very
yeah.
random
I
of you.
never care about the royals,
Oh,
the royal family, right? I just never that I don't pay mind. Just whatever goes on, I'm like, these people are just doing a madness, right?
Yeah.
But in the past like 2 weeks, yeah, I started getting very invested in the disappearance and mystery of Kate Middleton.
okay.
No, how worried was I?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care about this
Watching
woman.
videos.
Oh, weirdo.
Worry, no, because I was like, this is another opportunity for us to catch these people out. What are they up to, bro? So I was like, bro, even though I'd never like Kate Middleton, she was for the people at a certain point in time, and then
Was
she
she?
started moving a bit funny of recent years.
Can you possibly be for the people if you marry into that family?
Facts, big facts.
Meghan Markle?
Wait a minute, but
Yeah,
what
she's so self-serving as well.
Oh, my.
Ooh, wait a minute, you.
No. Let's be honest. You,
said,
you know what you're
hold
getting married
up.
into.
No, but
Gary.
sometimes you get. You know what you're hearing.
That girl out of here, man.
Sometimes people marry for love.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yo. I'll leave
So
it
it didn't
at
apply
that.
to Kate, yeah? That's crazy.
No. But I'm applying it to both of them
Yeah,
for
yeah,
different
yeah.
reasons.
Sure,
I mean, maybe
Run with
Kate leaned into it a lot more, and it could be anything. Could be what is she the oldest child or something? Sometimes
yeah.
you know you got
That's
your own
true.
little pressures or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She had to hold it down. The man's next in line.
It was like, even that was a whole bunch. But I was like,
Is it solved now, you said?
well, so apparently she was undergoing chemo.
Okay.
Is what happened, yeah. But I was like, bro, these people have kidnapped her, man.
Ish.
Even what about there was a photo, yeah.
That was crazy.
No, so you got to go back.
There's a lot. I have to run it back. There's a lot.
Run it back from the start. So she initially went kind of like offline, ghost on people, but they put out a statement that she's having some sort of surgery.
Hip surgery or
So like
something.
abdominal surgery.
Abdominal surgery, yes.
But they didn't say for what. So they were like, she'll be back and show face in Easter. And so the conspiracy theory started coming up, like what's going on? What have they done to her?
Yeah,
You know,
she
has
had an abortion.
Yeah.
literally. And another one was like her husband has been cheating on her. And so they're trying to
You
like
right.
figure things out, whatever.
You say she's had abortions? Is that
No,
what
that's
No,
what
people
that's
were-
what
people
people
like,
say.
so
Like she's
they
having
can't
a
afford to have a full
yeah,
Legit, legit.
yeah, facts.
Legit, who
Yeah.
knows? But like heaps of stories, heaps of conspiracy theories came out, and then they put up a photo.
The memes were crazy.
The,
Word, I didn't
everything
see
was
no
just
memes.
wild.
There was a photo
So then there
of
was a
her with
photo.
some kids.
Her and her kids.
Her kids, yeah.
Her kids.
I said some kids. I wasn't invested enough.
Random ass kid.
What do you think? I know what them kids look like? I'm giving them
Bro,
damn
you
bad.
brought up this topic.
I'm giving them bad them kids.
Wait, is it Georgia?
Them kids, man.
Georgia now.
Her and her kids.
And that photo that they used of her arm around the kids, that photo was actually from another photo shoot. It wasn't even
So it was
like it was a
Photoshop.
Photoshop
Crazy
photo.
cases.
So,
Yeah, legit.
So the social media sleuths were like, fam, this is not this photo. We've seen this face on another photo. I said, how did they do this? Bro?
Yeah.
The math is not mathing.
They said that face is not from this photo. This face from another photo.
Yeah.
They said.
Actually, was a really.
And
bad
then they
photo.
put out
Yeah.
they put out a statement like and normally royal
Yeah, they
family
don't.
does not, you know what I
They
mean?
put out
Yeah,
statements for Meghan Markle though.
Yeah.
No, I tell you that for
Yeah.
free.
Yo. But they were like, yeah, apologies. This actually was Photoshop, something. So they added more sugar to the situation.
Why,
What's
why
going
would
on?
you
What's
photo-
going on?
But then she's walking with William at a farmer's market randomly. You haven't been seen for a hot minute. Now we spot you
Do
at a
they
farmer's
even
market.
shop at a farmer's market in general?
No one around them is reacting.
There's
Security?
No security.
no professional cameras,
Nope.
no paparazzi,
Yep.
nothing.
Just one zoom in on Samsung phone.
One average raggedy ass day.
So, no,
Literally.
apparently, yeah. I'm like, this is
Wow.
impossible. And then someone zoomed in, AI enhanced the photo. We said, that's not her face. That's
They
not,
said the forehead,
that is not Kate, bro.
the circumference.
Literally, they analyzed everything. I'm like, bro, that's not Kate. So I said, fam, I went to Ma. I said, Ma, what is going on right now, bro?
Where's
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 Kate?
Wally? Where's Kate?
Where's Kate?
Where's she at?
Where's Kate at?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I think it was something interesting, but I was also like, fam, have they done something? Like, there's no way we're going to let these people get away with something crazy again. We don't want another Princess
Like the
Diana.
clone.
Do you know what I mean? I was like, this can't be a Princess Diana situation again. I'm
You
like,
know the African moms love
love
Princess Diana.
Moms love her so
because she was like,
Hey,
she wasn't ready to conform to,
She
you
said,
know
"I
what I mean?
don't
She
care."
wasn't
bikini.
yeah. She said, I don't
crazy.
care.
So I think because they saw her sticking to the monarchy slightly, ethnic,
said,
I see myself in you.
That's our queen.
Something like that.
They love that.
That's my queen, you know?
Yeah.
So when I saw this, I said, bro, they're trying to do it again. I said, Lizzie's not even here, but something's still happening
yo.
right now, bro. I said, what
How long
is
has it
going
been?
on? There was 9 weeks of this whole situation.
9 weeks.
Wait a minute.
So she still hasn't even been seen now, but there's been a video statement. I think she put out a video
Yeah.
addressing
She put
everything.
out a video.
So she's undergoing chemo, is what has been
So
going on.
this is a bit of her talking.
Yes. So,
Okay.
Bless.
yeah,
What do you
I
want us to do with this topic, bro?
No. I'm just sharing my angst, bro. I can't come off my chest on my own podcast, bro. So I saw this and I was like, no, again, I was even in the mixture of like, I don't hope that this is the what do you call it? The truth of the situation. I'm like, that's horrible in itself. Like,
Yes.
it's tough to go through. But then I'm like, bro, if these guys are winding up the people right now, and I'm like, this is bad, bro.
Like if it's false.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is
That would be
Because
hard.
ain't what's King Charles' diagnosis?
yeah, someone else.
You got cancer as
Which
well?
one? Is it Charles or Philip? I don't know.
Ali,
which
they
is,
wiping
man,
them
or Andrew.
out. The cancer
Yeah,
wiping them out.
man.
Yeah, it's peak, man.
What was Liz? I mean, she was old.
She just
but-
dipped.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I don't know
think
what.
hers was just-
I don't know what happened there, but she just dipped. I don't know what this
That's
is.
crazy. That's a crazy statement.
I was gonna say, where?
Rip.
Bro,
Wow.
but like, I was like, I've never expected myself to get this invested, but I'm like, this is how easy these stories, like,
Yeah, they trying to
get
make it
catch
that.
you,
roped
man. It
in
catches
and
you.
lock you in on that, man. I'm having conversations with teachers at the school sessions we're hosting. I'm like, yeah, did you see? And then even, did you hear this? I'm like, bro, I've never seen myself have anything common to talk about with these white teachers
Oh
ever
my
before,
days.
except for this moment right now.
I guess you missed that on the Harry train when he released the book because it
Oh,
had.
I didn't read. Yeah, apparently there was madness going on
Yeah,
with
it
that
was-
book
it
as
was
well.
mad.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
mad.
yeah. I think the guy was saying some weird stuff in there, but I never checked that out, man.
Yeah.
But I was like, this got me roped and this got me hooked in. So you guys didn't even care about this.
I knew about it. I had a friend that kept sending me stuff, and I just pretended to watch
Sending?
the TikToks. And I just pretended to watch them. I genuinely do not care for the royal family. Like, I find them boring. I find the obsession with them very strange.
It is very strange.
Like, I hate when when you walk through, like, it's crazy to me how much you can disconnect if you wish to.
Yeah,
Like,
facts.
like, when you walk through the supermarkets, any
Everywhere,
week, any
yeah.
given week,
see the-
the magazines
Yeah.
are all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Women's
there's people that
Weekly.
are so invested in this.
Yeah. They,
Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not. I will look at things, right? Like, so for example, whenever the weddings happen, I'm like, out of curiosity, I'm like, I want to see.
yeah, it's
Yeah. How
Right,
much
so-
money? How much African? You know what? Never mind.
How much, all the diamonds from India. all the,
Everybody talk about it.
But no, for me, I'm genuinely like, I'm curious to see which footballers made it as guests. To the
Yeah,
wedding.
yeah.
That's good.
It's always
That's why
David.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
He watches the video, sees Harry Kane. Yep, noise. All right, turn it off.
Yeah. So David is there. David
Yeah,
Beckham.
that's it.
Who else is
Yeah.
there?
That's
How
it.
they dress, that's about it.
Yeah, and like for me, I'm like, that's interesting. That's enough.
I find it so like wild how much they're like how like, not powerful. I think is not even the right word. But
They are
there's a
powerful.
legend, yeah. But
Influence?
even influence. How influential like they still are in this day and age. I just don't know how we as society have not collectively just been like, bro, we're
What
tired
are
of
we
being
doing?
invested in this. You know what I mean?
I think it's like a fairy tale thing for a lot of people. Like,
sure.
you know, the way they were like, oh, you know, to be a princess.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
It's
that
true
is-
because there are still like kings in these other places. Like what is it? Is it Thailand still has like a king? You know what I mean? Sweden?
Sweden, I'm pretty sure. Denmark, a lot of them are still kingdoms.
And no one's like, no one's gassed or
don't
invested in these kingdoms and what's going on in all these kind of like royal families and that. Yes, I'm like, bro, the
Yeah.
way that this
That's
this family still has, I'm like, this is actually mad and wild that we still have not as a society just said, hey, bro, like where.
Yeah, allow it.
Because we've said quiet to the Kardashians. I don't know if they're still showing Keeping Up as a
They-
show. It's
they
still, is it on
probably do,
Disney
yeah.
Plus still?
Yeah.
I think they moved to Disney Plus. It's like, bro, that's quieting down. I remember they used to be all like, you would just constantly see
Everywhere.
what's going on in their lives. And I think even last week we were talking about how we're disconnecting from celebrities a bit. I'm like, these guys by force in your face regardless, bro. If I'm not invested, the rest of the social media that we're on is invested and you just see it still. I'm like, bro, how is this still here as a whole, man? So
Do you guys reckon you could be like that famous knowing your every move is being followed?
what do you mean by do I reckon I could be?
Like,
'Cause
do you reckon you could
do reckon I
handle it?
get-
Do you reckon you could handle it? Like,
Into it is
literally,
different.
everyone is invested in your every move, everything that you do. Because there's some people who actually enjoy that. Some people will feed into it and they love it. You know, wherever they go, they make sure people are there. Their cameras are ready and all that stuff. They're
So you're
happy
talking
to
about
show
celebrity
stuff.
in general, or actually being a
A celebrity? No, not them. Just a celebrity and knowing that, like, you know.
Yours.
Yeah, I was actually very interested to hear.
That's why I sighed. I was like, given the kind of work that I do,
Yeah.
what's the question? Am I ready for it? Am I
Or like,
willing?
could you see
you
yourself?
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
do you reckon you could like handle that type of fame
I
on
think
that magnitude?
yes, if I'm graced for it.
If you're graced for it,
Yeah.
talk to me about
does-
that.
yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
I feel like what I mean by that is like if it's meant for me, that's my pathway. Then there is.
You're copping
Come
out
on.
right now. You're copping out. It's just copping out of the question, bro.
But in all honesty, if you're graced for it, yes, because then there will be tough times. Like anything is tough.
Yeah, of
Right.
course.
But if you're graced for it, that means that you can.
You can carry it.
You can carry it. But at the same time, I think there'll be the small things that I'll miss. Like, you know,
course,
when you have
yeah.
to do like a quick came out run.
Yeah.
Just pick up
Tracksuit pants and
pick up a
random-
young
yeah.
socks and that.
Young socks, man.
But people are like, oh my god, I want to take a pic.
Like, no way she gets her underwear from
Got that anchor, bro.
I've run out of tomatoes. I need to go to the market. You come to the market. Now you have to hold your bag of tomatoes. And someone's taking a
The crazy
photo.
part, you get flamed for the little things. Yeah, they'll see you taking the tomatoes off the stalk. We all know you gotta do that just to reduce some of the weight.
Yeah.
They'll say, "No way, she ain't got no
Yo.
mind."
So she has the trust tomatoes instead of the Roma tomato.
The
Yo.
little things, bro.
I
Yeah.
think it'd be tough when people start pointing out insecurities you didn't know you have.
Like,
Oh my
You know
god.
what I mean? Like, I imagine it's really tough, like for women.
Yeah.
Where it's like you'll get like random men, women, everyone commenting like she should get a BBL.
Yeah.
She should get a. You know.
Well, look at her toes. Look at her toes and that open toes.
She should get a BBL.
Yeah, like,
It's
what's wrong with
crazy.
my toes? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, which is, I
Yeah.
don't think I can do it, bro.
Yeah,
I
same.
don't want it. I don't.
I'd want to play with
Same.
people though, in
confirm
terms of that. You confirm? I
think so.
I
Like to what extent? Like,
I'm trying to think of like the certain type of people that just play games with the paparazzi, or like
Yeah.
you just.
Have you seen that Michael Jackson thing where?
Am I seeing it?
Yeah.
Bro, like I just want to do things that's like.
But what you
Don't ever try to take me serious, bro, with this.
I feel like Tyler
all
the
the
Creator's
time?
like that.
like a Tyler
He's
the
very
Creator, you know what I
goofy,
mean?
yeah,
And you
yeah.
just, bro, you giving them like rubbish facts. You know what I mean?
I said alternative.
Like just
Untrue.
rubbish. You know what I'm saying? Or like, who's the guy on in NBA that always says the same thing even every
That
time?
was the NFL.
Was that yeah, NFL, yes.
Skittles, bro. What was?
I forgot what his phrase was, man.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Oh, yeah.
It was not Richard Sherman. Rick, the other guy.
God, I can't remember,
Yeah.
man. But like just dumb stuff like that, man. You try to, I'm trying to have a great time or walking around, leaving like a restaurant. How's the food, man? Oh, sucked horrible. Disgusting.
That's nasty.
Saying nonsense, man. Just
Hey.
whatever with
Until
it,
the
man.
small business
Yeah,
closes
legit.
down, and then
I'll do
they
it
coming
to
for you.
Nobu. To Nobu only.
So they gotta reduce the
Watch our
prices.
I'll only do it to Nobu
But
or
every
Salt.
day, because you gotta do it every
Yeah,
day.
legit.
Yeah,
Every
but
day.
it's even just wild how like people are that invested that there's every day you're looking for a story as well. Like that's kind of crazy. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people like that. Like we as people are invested in other people's business.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
true.
Like it's the same thing of like, oh, this person broke up or whatever. You're like, ooh, what happened there? I'm
What
trying to find
happens?
that.
Yep.
Like how many YouTube couples have broken up, and I'm like scrolling. Okay, yeah, I finished this video. Now I need speculations of did he cheat? Did she cheat?
Yeah.
What was happening? What
So wow, man. Even that whole YouTube. Actually, let me not even jump into that one. Man, there was something else I saw today. But even the whole YouTube couple one, I'm like, bro, we can't be invested in
I
these
think the YouTube
relationships
couples
because
I could never get into.
they're always
But that's
just
the easiest
gonna
one to get
mess
invested
you up.
into, though, man.
Yeah,
Easiest one to get invested into.
Yeah. So yeah.
because it's
Sounds
like,
like it's from experience over there. Yeah.
Ace Family hurt you, huh?
whoa, not that you used to watch the Ace Family.
Nah. I've actually never followed the whole YouTube thing. Like, it'll pop up here and there. And I was like, oh, I remember I see these guys like 3 years ago. And then it's like, oh,
broken
okay,
up.
now that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I can see why people can easily be invested
Yeah.
in that, though.
Yeah.
Because it's like an everyday vlog kind of style as well.
Yeah, and it's
people-
interesting.
Yeah.
I used to be
Locked in?
yay. Back in the day.
I was
Me
still
too.
locked.
Not
the
still.
Heck. Oh, sorry, my bad.
I don't know. Please don't zoom me. I grew up from that. Nah, but it is very easy because they're showing parts of their life, and of course, if you're gonna put up a vlog, you're putting the interesting parts. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so it gets you sucked in, and it's one of those like you just chuck it on in the background, let it
Yeah,
play.
exactly. You're cooking up. It's like, oh, okay, girl. What happened? They went this thing. Yeah, it's cool.
Exactly.
It's interesting.
I mean, even as an artist, you're saying if you're graced for this, then sure, like you can be able to like live up to it and I guess, yeah, step up to the plate and exist in that kind of a space and whatnot. But
Yeah.
even in your mind, just before you get to the whole being graced for it and things happen, you know, serendipitously, as you said. But in your mind, in terms of what you envision, then like we try and see the blinding lights and the what do you call it, man? The name on the billboard kind of situation.
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
is that not what is also in your mind in terms of like this would be nice a little bit or
It would be amazing because not like would be like a dream come true. Like
Yeah.
you're working towards something, and I guess there's not really a defining point as to when you've made it, but it's like a leap to like believing that you had a dream or you feel like this is your purpose,
Yeah.
and then you're actually living it out.
yeah,
I think, but at the same time, I think it's scary, really.
Step
Because
into
like
that.
you're saying, like everyone's watching everything. Oh, this person, they broke up with their boyfriend. They moved on so quickly. It's been
Yeah.
too much. Like, it's just like people are just a bit.
Yeah. See, I think, funny enough, as much as like let's say with Royal Family, I was saying like if you want to disconnect from it, you can. I feel like for celebrities, for the most part, if they want to disconnect from being, always in the tabloids, they also can.
Yeah, I think J.
They
Cole
also
does a
can.
good
Like,
job
there's
at that.
very, very, very few people where it's like sure, it might be things like, for example, like I don't think Beyonce could just do a Target run right now.
That would be mayhem.
It would be
Do you know-
mayhem,
do you
right?
know how crazy
But she
that
can go to a restaurant and leave without it getting too hectic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she doesn't necessarily play into because there's people that are literally like, yo, tell the paparazzi I'm in this one.
Yeah, they
That's
are.
what the Kardashians
I think the
do,
Kardashians, yeah.
right? So it's like that you are feeding into that.
Yeah, which
kind
is
of
what
thing.
Mara was saying. Like, people
if
love
you
it.
choose to not, you can choose to not.
Yeah, just like, I think, what's her name? What's the lady that on Scandal?
Olivia.
Olivia.
Yes.
That's not her name. Carrie Washington.
No. I was like, I know that name is Olivia Pope, but is she on Scandal?
Yeah, it's a Scandal. But like, for example, the fact that she doesn't have her kids, there's only one picture of her kids in existence.
In the
on
existence of the
Yeah, I
internet.
think,
Mad,
yeah,
mad.
like
That's
you're
like
saying,
Charlamagne
people
with his wife.
choose.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, people actually, I think to some degree, you can choose how much. Like, do we know what J. Cole's wife looks like? Maybe there is one.
Imagine
picture.
never
I
seen
think there's
that.
one.
There's
That's
probably
one.
one
Can you
from,
imagine?
but that's from like
Charlotte
Back in
from
the
uni
days,
days.
back a
Yeah.
days situation.
Same
That's,
with Kendrick's wife.
Yeah.
I think it was nothing until the album cover. Oh, a couple
Literally,
of red
and the
carpets
kids.
and whatnot.
But how's that
but
possible?
but it's
How do they do-
possible.
You have to fly.
How do you
very
do?
under the
How do you do
radar.
that one though? With
sure.
your
That
partner?
was, that was hard.
Are you not pulling up to events with them?
No,
No.
so they.
That's what I'm saying. So they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, private
Crazy.
jet.
But for me, where it's hard, it's like, surely you go on holiday and people would see you.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Maybe you're not going on holiday.
Maybe you're renting
All
out
that
the whole
glitters is
island.
not
Yeah,
gold.
I was gonna say.
He
You
did
rent
tell us
out
he
the
had a
whole
problem
spot.
cheating.
Wow.
Woo!
Auntie,
Whoa.
man, now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do men cheat?
Stop.
Why do women
That's a good question.
Why do women cheat?
That's a good question. They don't. Women don't.
Ah.
Let's get one thing right.
You want me to drop some
Women
of
don't.
our
Balance that. Because every time I've listened to the pod, yeah, you guys are coming from my right day in, day out. Today is
I don't know
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
one.
please.
I'll tell you what it
please.
is. Marwa does a bad job defending you.
I actually
Because I
don't.
try to side with her so much. Ask these guys. They always tell me you're always siding with Marwa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, trying to
Sometimes
get them.
she's not a good lawyer.
That's not
You're
true.
getting locked up 25 to life.
Yeah, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Do a young course.
Look at this right now. She hasn't defended herself right now, bro. You
Because I don't
understand?
need to. People know. I already said
I
what
don't
I
know.
said.
People were arresting you in the last clip.
About
Bro,
what?
I remember, which one was it, man? I think it was when someone was using the audio of the
That's not a girl's girl.
birthday makeup one.
But no, even back when it first
When
went
it first
viral,
dropped?
they were saying that about
I
it.
said that she's just there letting them laugh at us.
Wow.
It was one
Yo.
comment about me in like 120,000 comments about you guys. Come on now.
Yeah, that's
Come on now.
I'm trying to figure out how it would feel, like not me directly, but someone. How would they feel being J. Cole's wife, or you be that partner where it's like, hey, I'm not trying to go out to a restaurant. I'm not trying to go to like I don't know how
things
they
are
would
crazy.
do
I
it.
reckon that's got to be your like for the partner. That's what they want as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely.
must be.
Sometimes people
because,
are
like-
private as well.
It's kind of hard to, like, you would think that everyone starts off from the point of view of, like, I don't want to experience these things with you. Red carpet premiere or album launch.
But
Like,
that's the thing, yeah.
wouldn't you think? Unless because no one knows who they are.
They could have come.
They could have
They
come.
could've,
They
under
really
the
could have
radar.
been posted up.
Yeah.
But I think
In
at
the back.
at the same time, like just what we were saying before, like how much pressure is that to be like a celebrity's wife who like people are attracted to, and now people are judging you like, oh, look at her wig, look at this, look at like,
Yeah, that's true.
Don't need all that.
Yep.
I'll just
Yep.
stay home.
Literally.
Stay
Yeah.
home.
What's your assumption when they hide their partner? Is the partner attractive or bad looking?
So it's shocking.
Male or female? I'm not.
Hey yo,
Okay, let me relax.
Hey,
then.
yo.
The way you reacted just then, I'm gonna shut up.
Well, what were you gonna say?
Don't worry about
this
that.
reminds me
one.
of Cat Williams. They all light skin. Look at all their wives.
I've always wondered about
Damn,
like the
yeah.
Charlamagne one in particular.
She's beautiful.
Okay, so then why?
She's genuinely. There's one photo I think of that.
But who's beautiful?
Beautiful woman.
Charlamagne,
Okay.
Exactly
what?
the kind of woman you think he'd go for.
Really?
Black.
Oh,
Yes.
No. Like I'm asking if she's black.
Yeah.
I mean, for him, it's different though because he's like embarrassed her in terms of like the cheating and all that stuff. So to be honest, that's why I can
But
see
she
maybe.
was also like they were cheating on each other.
Golly!
This was a thing.
that's it. Cancel it out. Balance that.
I know, yeah.
Balance sheets.
I don't know about that one. Yeah, I didn't.
well,
So what are you saying about the beautiful thing? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, what do you, when someone like when you hear celebrities hiding their partner, do you assume, this girl probably has an ugly man or attractive man?
Ish.
This guy probably. Does that even?
I don't think I ever think
think
it like
about
that.
it?
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't think that ever crosses
I
my mind.
must
It's always like,
definitely
do they
think
like
about
the
it.
spotlight or not?
I must definitely think about it. I said, I wonder why you're hiding that one.
I assume they're attractive.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah.
Why would that be a
Charlotte
problem?
Hardy, I
though?
don't think it's because.
Why would that
I
be a
think 'cause,
problem?
Yeah.
Especially from like maybe especially like if I was to think rappers or something, I'm like, these guys tend to share the same woman.
Okay.
And so it's like if I have a good woman that's also good looking, none of y'all need to know.
damn.
None of y'all, because y'all don't respect nothing. So you're gonna try. Someone's gonna try this. Someone that isn't actually close to me, but is now. It's not worth it. That's what I would imagine.
She's
what
a
if they
good
try,
woman.
though?
You can trust her to not.
Yeah, you can trust
yeah,
her.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's-
but
like-
sometimes.
He said, but that little part of me that doesn't trust it.
But it's not even that. I think
to my mouth.
what I'm trying to say is like you can say someone is a good woman or a good person, but that doesn't exclude them from doing bad things. Do you know what I mean? Like in a moment of weakness,
You dangle the right thing in front of them,
You
and
know what I'm
it
saying?
might fold.
Attest to that.
What?
a test.
Not that way.
What's going
Personally,
on?
a test.
You want to share?
No, we keep going.
Mean, bro.
Okay.
I'm dumb at.
Okay.
Go, cool.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah, no, I never think of that.
Yeah.
I was
Like,
gonna
if they're
say.
attractive or not.
I was gonna say a lot of the times I feel like it's not the attractive one. I feel like it's usually the opposite.
Unattractive.
Because I remember recently, Kiss Daniel, I think, put up a photo of his wife, and people were so brutal.
Ouch.
They were so brutal, but it was so wholesome because he put out like,
Like
a
was saying like she paid for my first song and all this.
yeah, like he put out a statement saying like, you know, like this is my woman, you know, she was there for me when I had nothing and she's still here for me now and all that stuff. And I was just like, people are just horrible. And it's like, that's probably for him, that's a reason why he probably doesn't do that. And I remember there was a podcast crew as well on YouTube where someone put up a video with their wife and then the comments were just ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
And I think they ended up having to take the video down or like put it behind a paywall type of thing.
Bruv.
Because
People
people are
you're gonna
just-
pay for this.
Bro, it's like I'm showing
Let
you
me pay for
guys
this abuse to my wife. Bro.
like it's
what's
like I'm
going on?
showing you guys a part of me, something that I love, and you people are being so vicious about it. You don't deserve it.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
taking
Lock
it
it off.
down.
Lock it off.
I'm sorry.
That one was mad, bro.
People are
Lock
just
it off.
That's a photo of, you know, of
Nah,
your
people
partner,
are
people roasting them. You
Hey,
take it down.
yo.
That means you low-key agree.
No, man. You just don't
Oh,
want
your
to.
partner's very hurt.
You don't want to facilitate it. You
Nah,
know?
That's
yeah.
horrible.
No, because
I don't like it.
I was having a conversation with my friend the other day about this very thing of like social media has, you know how celebrities before, like you could only make a comment about them or have an opinion about them within your own circle.
Yeah.
They didn't have to hear, they couldn't hear it or see it.
Yeah.
But now it's literally like you post a picture and someone is like, that wig is trash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the
they make a
comments are
comment of
instant.
everything.
Yep.
Sad.
Hey, I think that's just the game because they also get the instant applaud.
Ish.
Drop an album, 5 minutes later, it's a classic.
Fair.
Before it was wait till the magazines get published for this month.
Yeah.
We'll see if they're saying it's a
We'll
classic.
see. Find out.
What's
Yeah.
all you need? They write classic.
Yeah. And that's why people's opinions don't matter because they change as well.
Stuff. I was gonna even run back slightly to when you mentioned about being able to like get to certain heights and what you envision for yourself. Yeah, I've always said I found it so interesting. Like I think even I hear this a lot from like Christians, to be honest. Of like people don't want to master their like craft, or like people don't want to even accept the fact that you can actually get accolades for the things that you're doing. Like that's okay to receive that. You're like, there's this weird understanding of like, I want to kill it and do what I've got to do, but let me just be humble about it or something. Or, you know, nah, I don't need all this. I don't need all that. Like, it would be wild to think that artists don't want Grammys. Like, as much as they talk about the institution and like, you know, the fact that you don't need they'll get up while holding
don't
it in
need
their
a
hand
Grammy
saying
to win.
you don't need one of these to validate your
I
art.
don't need an Amari.
Which is but which is tricky.
Trying to not shoot the conversation in the foot.
No, I was even thinking about this in regards to even Amari as well. Like I was like watching people like accept things. I'm like, that's a good thing though, to be able to get accolades, to get your flowers, to get people like clapping for you. Not in a sense.
Akechi even said that in like her speech. She was like,
word,
"This
yeah.
is the first time I've been awarded anything," and she was just like, "This is a big moment for me." So yeah.
Because I found it weird that people have this mentality sometimes of like, yeah, you can be like, you can put so much work into something and grind out at it, but it's like, but I'm humble. I don't, you know, I don't need like it's okay to say that actually. No, I wouldn't mind having that. I want that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I think it's I've just found it very, very weird sometimes when people are like, yeah, no,
But it
we
depends
don't.
on what level you're at, right? I can imagine people that are making dumb money of that craft. They're making that statement saying, "Hey, I don't need this."
Well, it's not just money. I was gonna say similarly, like if you really, it's what matters to you, right? So it's like if for me, getting love from the people really matters. It doesn't really matter if I win an award, right? Because what does it prove? Right?
Yeah, but I think a lot of people are lying to themselves when they say they wouldn't mind
Okay,
it.
I'm
or
going
that
to
they
throw a
don't want
spanner
it.
in the works with that.
Because sorry,
Go on.
just let me run. What if the award also doesn't actually has a history? Because what I always think of is like hip hop at the Grammys, right? Has a history of being incorrectly
Allocated.
judged. So it's very inaccurately represented. So whether I win or not, it's like F off. Like
You reckon?
I can understand how an artist would think that. If I'll give you an example. Cole has won Grammys. Right?
Say hasn't or has?
Has.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters to him. I genuinely don't think it matters to him.
I think it's an attractive
But if he
cabinet.
didn't win,
It would have
Would
no
he have the
effect
same
on his
reaction?
career.
Yeah.
Because he won one late. His first one was with 21 Savage for a lot, right? So it's like, it has no effect on his career. The people love him regardless, right? 50 Cent has never won one. Snoop Dogg has never won one. A lot of people have never won one. It has no effect on their career. Right now, if you ask them, do you really want a Grammy? I would believe them when they say no.
But if they got one,
They'll take it.
They will
But it's
be-
whatever.
I
I don't think they'll be
think they'll be
gassed.
gassed,
I don't think
bro.
they'll be gassed.
I think you're.
What does a Grammy add to Snoop Dogg's legacy right now?
nah, but it's like because of how we are as human beings, yeah. That
It's validity from someone that doesn't validate.
not even validity, yeah. But the I had a word in my head literally just then. It's the gratification, yeah, that they're receiving of just even in that moment of like beyond, yeah, bet da. This is one. Like you look at like someone like Leo, right? In terms of like how many times he should have been won an Oscar, right? Finally gets one for a movie he barely talks in. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? In that moment, like as much as he's him, and the catalog proves it in terms of what he's done. In that moment, it's like, bro, finally, man, like you're beyond. Yeah, you've gotten it wrong, but you got it right this one time. You know what I mean? Like as someone who's grinded, like finally you got it right. I'll be.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank you, finally, bro. This is the moment, you know.
But I'm doing. Yeah.
That's a fair point.
To be honest, I feel like actors respect the Oscars, though, right? Whereas artists don't respect
the Grammys.
Because even Eminem came out and actually said, "I would never."
He doesn't go anymore.
Like, I'll never go to these things, right? So
I think rap and hip hop just has a very bad relationship with the Grammys. Is
But
it is,
all of
bro.
them, because remember when Jay-Z did that speech when he was talking about my wife should have won the album of the year. To some degree, what would album of the year add to Beyonce's legacy?
that one makes sense.
Probably
but bro,
not.
she's won a lot.
But yeah,
She has the most,
there's
innit?
that.
She does.
I guess album of the year is the highest one for
know,
if
yeah.
you've released music. But at the same time, I think it's always a tough one because music is subjective. But also, if you keep losing in years where someone else did drop something better, that's just unfortunate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it says a lot that you've been nominated that many times for it. But it's
Yeah.
like it can be those unfortunate ones where I keep coming second in a year where this guy's just unbeatable.
Just released,
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. Sorry, before I cut you off, if you still remember your thought.
I can't even. I know what's happening.
No silencing
Like,
black
no,
women.
I think. Ooh, wait a minute. You can never silence me. What's it called? I was just gonna say, I think with Grammys and stuff like you're saying, I do agree that it depends on why you do what you're doing. There are people who genuinely make albums that they're saying this is going to be submitted for a Grammy. And you can tell sometimes the strategic, like, maybe might edit this out later. But for example, the album before African Giant for Burna Boy, it had all the Ed Sheerans and all the whatever. That, to me, felt like a Grammy
Interesting.
album.
that gets submitted.
Because of the features in that.
Burna Boy
The one before Africa Giant?
Yeah, so wait, the one after, sorry.
Twice as
Yeah,
Tall.
Twice
Yeah,
as Tall. Twice as Tall to me felt like Burna
it
was
was
trying
a commercial.
to.
Very, very interesting.
You've got
Yeah.
Chris Martin from Coldplay. You've
Yeah,
got-
You know what I'm saying? It's giving World Album of the Year or something. You know what I mean? how they put the category of the world. They put you in the world. International.
Champagne's like, how do we want to do this Grammys?
They put you in contact with
I'm
Teddy.
not disputing that it's not a good album, but I'm saying like sometimes there are strategic. It's like, okay, we're gonna make this album specifically to get to this next phase.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So there's that. Yeah. But I think for everyone, it'll be nice to get something out of something, but it depends on what you do it for. Yeah. Like it would have been nice.
Yeah. Oh, to win.
But here's what, and to my point, to finish off, to close the statement, it would be nice because it's just like, that's why are you mad? Yeah.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Wait, let me finish my thought.
Finish your thought. Yeah.
It would be nice. It's a nice thing to receive things.
Of course.
Duh. It's not like I'm gonna be like, dang it, I won.
Yeah.
But the fact that the whole room was able to just be up and moving, and girls are dancing in high heels and gowns. Yeah. That to me was probably more than if I had received the award.
That's exactly.
But what if you received the award and they were up and
And that's why I said it would be nice. It would have been nice. It would have been like, okay, wow, sealed the deal. But it's like, yo, that was one of the most epic things I've experienced.
Yeah. That's exactly the question I was going to ask. I was going to say, do you think people are going to remember who won the award or the performance more in the next few years?
I leave that to the people.
It's the performance.
Great answer. Great answer.
It's very deserved, but it will be the performance.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. I'm just like, with music, for me personally, it's about creating memories for people, and like, even if what they remember is the last song, but even the song before that, which is about being extraordinary, like that's what you're working towards, being the best version of yourself. And when people feel it and they can recognize it in themselves as well, like, job done.
I like
Love that.
Yeah.
That's what I was interested in. I was literally going to ask if, like, what are we working towards then? Like, all right, if it's not obviously like a lot of the accreditation, sorry, not accreditation, but like acclaim and whatnot, like, what are we? Like,
what we doing?
Pushing towards? Yeah, what we're doing out here, man, Side note to this one, which is another convo, is how much I've been thinking, oh, don't get gassed. I've been telling you, don't get gassed in what I say right now.
What?
How many times, like kids has dropped in my mind this past week. I said, I've been saying.
Oh, because I remember y'all were having the conversation about. Okay.
I've been saying. I've been rebuking.
I'm gassed.
I've been rebuking this thought. Yeah, even on Sunday, we're there early.
Rebuking on Sunday. I mean,
At church.
that's a better day to do it.
Powerful.
Actually, yeah.
Because bro, honestly, it was a miracle that I got to church as early as I did to drop off the cameras that we used from Amari back at church. It was crazy.
Next day.
Literally.
Day. So we got there and we're there with one of our like pastors and their two kids, and I was like, wow, this is beautiful.
When you look at it, it's more, it's like that really is the purpose of life.
And it's like they've built
really the purpose
very
of life.
cute.
I think so. I think so.
But that's what I'm saying in terms of like, what are we working towards? So I'm like, if I right now had kids,
Wow.
I would very easily say, don't look at me like that. I would very easily say
is
that.
excitement or
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for him to give us the okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm ready to be a mom.
I'm done with this, bro.
Yes.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I would easily see that everything we're doing right now, I'm like, it's going back to like that. You know what I mean? In terms of feeding that and growing that up. In terms of like these are my offspring, fam, and I've got to create the best world for them out of this. So I'm like, in the lead up to that, because it's different to envision that of this is beautiful, I'm doing this for my family, for my future kids, this, that. And then you're in the moment, it's like, no, you actually mean that right now. Yeah. So I'm like, right now, what actually is proper driving us and motivating us to be putting in hard yards in the different things that we're doing, in what it is that we're doing, you know what I mean? So in the different fields and spaces that we show up for, like, what are we actually doing it for? What are we working towards? Or personally, what have you reflected on in terms of this is where I'm going? That's a big question.
Are you asking like everyone individually?
Oh yeah,
if you want, not just if you actually have ever thought about that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I think for me, like I've said this so many times, but it's like life is a very long-term thing. So it always is about the future. So it's like even this unknown marriage or unknown child or unknown whatever, it's like that is what I'm really planning for. Because those are like the big accomplishments of life for my worldview, right? And it's like that's what I know will not just add value to my life, but like it narrows the purpose. You know what I mean? Like it gives you the
center point, the blinders.
Yeah. And so I'm like, anything that I'm working towards now, it's like, oh, like why do you have this business? Oh, because hopefully it creates the most comfortable life possible for that. Gives me the most freedom one day when I want to do school drop-offs 4 times a week or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
why not 5?
Nah, they gotta catch the bus a little bit.
You know what? You're right. I like that.
Gotta make it work.
Yeah. But kids are catching Ubers too.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
that one, I will never. I feel
That's
safer putting them in a
crazy to
bus.
me.
Word.
Just sit next
With
to the
other school
crackhead,
kids.
you'll figure it out. Just don't talk to him.
No, thank you.
Looking
Wow.
forward.
You know, kids getting punched up on the bus.
Bro, when the crackhead starts doing, they're onto us, they're around us. You and your kids have been doing this one.
Yeah, man. Why you looking
Starts
at
playing
me?
into it. Yeah, man, I can see them as well.
Your kids looking forward, all next to their ear. You can't hear me. That was the scariest moment of my life as a kid.
That happened to you?
So many times.
Oh my days, man. Right, so like obviously the
Wild.
kids them is a big motivating factor, or like a driving force. Because I feel like I don't think about that as the forefront.
Not just kids, like family.
Family, sorry,
like,
family.
But also then taking care of my family, like
Family,
already
like
family.
yeah,
that's
said already family.
Like your parents.
yeah.
Very weird way to say it. My already family. Right.
Well, there's an unknown family.
Yeah. Okay, because I just feel like that's never the thing that comes to mind immediately. Why are you looking like this?
I'm literally not just
Just listening.
I'm literally just taking it all
The
in.
listening face is a bit funny.
Taking
Like, so
it
what
all
is
in.
it?
What is driving?
Like, yeah, tell me now.
It's weird though, because I think a lot of the things that I look at is in terms of like community impact. That's what comes to my mind firstly, of like, and I've hated the whole legacy conversation. What did I say even? I was like, I don't ever think about the future generations to come. In terms of like,
Mr. AYA Amari.
I'm sorry.
No, sorry. But my own future generations.
My own life.
Yeah, my own like.
So you care about the people, but not your people.
It's a very weird thing.
That's
I
even
genuinely
that's
don't
mad.
know. I think because in my mind,
I said, hey, after I'm going, you'll figure it out. I'm not gonna say
You're the type to leave, like, you know when the philanthropists leave the funds all to the, and your kids got nothing.
give it to the dog and that.
I said, you'll figure it out.
Y'all gonna go and work at
But this
McDonald's.
little dog Oreo man has been by my side. Yeah, bro. I don't know. Like I think community comes to mind firstly of like I just want to see how do we create something from nothing, and then actually start to see it impact like this broader sense of lives. Like it just in my mind, that's what excites me a lot of the time. Like when I think about generations and descendants, I'm like, hey man, they're just living, you know what I mean? But imagine like, let's say now, but you're existing in a community or a space or structures that it's like, yeah, man, granddad did that. But if they're still trying to make it work in their own time, I was like, bet man, I had to make it work too, you know? So
Oh wow, I had to work too, so you.
I hate that attitude. I struggled, so you can too.
I didn't say struggle,
But like, as in, if I
but
went
figure
through
it out.
Not leaving anything to help or facilitate
Maybe
the
a one
next
young
generation.
One.
house. It's a young house, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Paid off at least.
Not the white eyes,
My guy
hey,
said he's a $600,000 mortgage.
I can put it on my
I
credit
didn't know he was there the whole time.
You send the money to me weekly. Immediate.
Yeah, but that's so good.
The community, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with me with family, I think I'm gonna have that.
You're gonna have that.
I'm gonna have, my own family, my wife,
Yeah.
kids and all that stuff, right? That one's a little bit different because it's just more of like me working on myself to be that person that will provide for my family. Cool. You know, so that's a little bit different. That's just me sort of understanding what does it mean to be a husband, what does it mean to be a provider, that sort of stuff, right?
Like you don't necessarily need the thing that you're working towards.
Yeah, I don't need to. Yeah,
like that doesn't need to be in existence for you to be able to be that person or something.
Yeah, I think the community one is probably would be my response because that one to create that community that we want to create, you have to work towards that. That just doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Obviously, you got to put in work with your relationship.
Community is great. Relationship in disarray, bro. Never shows his wife.
But there are people like that though.
Yeah.
Do you think like if you focus on like let's think this is like a ripple effect, yeah?
Yeah.
Like if I focus on where I'm gonna drop in the pond, right? So like the smallest circles. So like myself, my character, my family, my extended family, my community. Like if I do the middle right, if I hit it well, am I not naturally just gonna?
I think yes, like because I personally see that, yeah, in terms of like, I've been able to influence people just like through like our relationship sometimes, and been able to have like even just like, oh, I like this, or I've aspired to try to implement things like this in my relationship, or can I come to you for this particular advice or not? I think the difference for me, though, and even just being raw and open right now, I sometimes realize I'm like, damn, like the amount of hours and stuff that I put into so many of these other things, whether it be even literally even just editing pod or something like that, but then also AYA, the meetings, when we're planning Amari and stuff, I'm like, I don't want to start focusing on that too much, that I'm like neglecting like Marwa, or then in the future neglecting family, because things only get busier, you know?
Of course.
And like even during this whole process, I remember there was a moment Marwa had a little raw moment, and she's like, hey man, can I say it? About, Marwa was like, hey man, I can't wait for Mari to be over, bro, because she's like,
I can wait for it too.
So we all could wait for it.
Me too.
But like, I can't wait for it to be over, because like we've just been locked in, but then it only gets busier as well now. Like we just came off this meeting, we're like, bro, this year is packed, you know what I mean? But like, I hear you of like, yeah, if you centralize and maybe you're focusing on the impact that you have within your family. I think there's even the verse that goes like, I forgot how it goes, but paraphrasing, it's like, you're not anyone to look up to or something like that if you're neglecting your own family, or the welfare. Yeah, essentially the whole charity begins at home kind of conversation, looking after the welfare of your people and whatnot. Like imagine what you're killing it in the community sense, you've made impact, but then you're not looking after our home.
My thing is like, let's say
That's like pastor's kids. Anyway.
yes, no, this is literally what I was
Oh
saying,
my
right?
days, I love that point.
It's true though. It's
So
true.
like,
She's like, why are we losing it so much to this? Bro?
let's like, as an example, like let's say your dad, your dad is a great father
Amen.
to his family,
Crazy.
but he's also a great like guidance to a lot of people outside the family, right? If he was only a great guidance to people outside the family but bad at home, it is so much worse for you guys,
Trash.
but also worse for his own life. If that was the case, right? If he was only
Well,
really
let me come
good at
clean.
home, if he,
Nah,
Don't you dare
Michael's the greatest.
if he was only really good at home and not as good outside, it doesn't
Yeah.
doesn't matter that much.
You're
And
right. And
again,
it's
like,
bad stewardship.
Yeah.
Like you decided to have, or maybe not, I don't know.
But this is your
It's
family.
your life,
family.
your
Whether
family.
oops or not oops, you participated in an act that produced.
You own something that brought us here.
Yeah. And now you want to focus outside.
Outside,
That's crazy.
which accurate pastors often have this problem where it's like,
Yeah.
I'm serving everyone, forget to serve their own family.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now the kids are...
I don't know how controversial this is, but I'm gonna say it.
Do it.
We're about to get a message after this episode. Remove this. Remove that.
No, but I'm just saying, like, granted,
Deep breaths.
there have been interesting situations around this particular pastor, aka Mike Todd.
Yeah.
But I think I like the fact that he takes sabbaticals with his kids, with his family. Like he actually, and he shares that he does that. Almost as like an example of saying, like,
I still care about this.
people need to actually invest in spending time with the family they created.
yeah.
It's not fair on the, like, you don't choose to be born
It's
to
your
a
first
pastor.
ministry.
Yeah. That's your...
I agree with that because I think he came out as like, because his wife doesn't want to have this position in the church. It's like, yo, that's my wife. You know what I mean? Like, she is my first, and don't hold it to that stats. Something along those lines. And I was like, that's dope. You know, I was like, you can tell. You guys there for his fam.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and I think last, like with when you're talking about legacy, it just made me think of like how at the moment I'm working obviously on my is it a rebrand or an extension of my brand? But one of the bigger things for me was the question kept coming up about what is your legacy, and obviously it came up because in the song where I'm singing about move, get out my way, blah blah. blah. It's time to build, and I'm gonna leave a legacy. I really had to sit with what that actually meant in terms of what legacy means to me, because asking the question what is your legacy feels like a threefold question.
What are the
It's like
folds?
past, present, and future. What's the legacy that you've already left behind, which is like the impact? What are you currently doing within your current space, and what it is that you're going to leave behind in the future? So like you're constantly in that loop in a way. And I had to really sit with that. Like, what's all of this for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was that whole, I guess, say rebrand or extension? Where are you with that now then?
I think I'm taking it one step at a time. But the bigger one is also about paying it forward. So I work a lot with like young people in terms of like music and workshops and things like that. It's hard work because young people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tell us about it, man.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. But it brings me so much joy to like see someone who was in a shell, wasn't confident in themselves, attempt something, try something, because you don't know what impact that actually has on their life or their trajectory. And it's just about like giving people hope and also being able to show them that it's possible. Yeah. Like and I think right now, and especially like at a time like with Amari Gala and everything, I think some of the younger, and I love that there was a bit of like there were younger folks, a little bit older, and then I think it showed them that what we're going after is possible. It might be hard, it might be harder than our peers of different nationalities and colors, but it's possible because there are people who have done it. Like with the kid, she was in the
AFLW.
AFWL.
A bunch of letters.
Now another young
Another
like,
girl.
you know what? I can strive.
Yeah,
She
even
paved
if
the way.
I didn't even deep it. Like it was only when I was going back and editing the clips for the speeches. But she's like, the day she retired, someone else, like another, I think she said a South Sudanese or another African girl came in. I said, bro, the cycle,
It's the cycle.
it continues. I'm like, that's sick. Like you did. It's actually wild when you think about it. I'm like, being the first in some of these moments, I'm like, that's actually crazy. Like you literally were the first person to do X, Y, Z. So I'm like, yeah, it's a madness.
That's
And
what Jamal said in his video. It's okay to be the first, but not to be the last. Like I don't want to be the first and the last to do this. First, but then you're also opening up that door to continue on and for other people to come in as well. So I really like that when Jamal was saying that on the Amari video. So that was like, wow, that's powerful.
Yeah, and I think young people need to see that, like, because a lot of it as well is that the influence of like our parents who want us to focus in a particular lane, and I think if that's not your call or what you're driven towards, to see that other people have done, it also gives parents an example to be like, look, this person has done it. This person, I can talk to them and ask them about their journey and their process, which is kind of similar to what I can do, for example, with people like Sampa. To be like, she's actually done it. I can actually give my parents an example of like, look, someone who went for the music and they did it. Look at this other person, they did it. TK Maiza, or like, all these different, groups.
Sometimes I don't care about that, man. I can't lie. They said, that's not my child.
Me, I want you to be a doctor.
I don't blame them. Like we've said this before, where it's like it's unfortunate, but it's like if I was to look at it through their lens, it's like for them they made the riskiest decision.
Crazy.
And here you
So
are.
they just want you to make the safest decision.
Right.
And I fully hear it. It's unfortunate because it's always going to produce that tension when it's like when someone like yourself is like actually talented in an arts.
Not actually.
There's a lot of people that are not actually talented and trying it, and that's fine. They can try it.
Yeah. Amazing.
Just stop eventually, please.
But
Is
like,
that what you're saying?
or
Or-
maybe also become a doctor.
Let's get a degree.
But it's like that's where the clash is going to be. It's like my parents made the risky decision. I also want to make a risky decision.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's your life.
Yeah, of course.
They don't like that argument,
Yeah.
but
It
you
is
have
what
to
it
follow
is.
your own passions. But
Yeah.
I see it from their lens as well.
I do too. Like, I think it took me a while. It probably even took me therapy, which you guys said none of y'all want to go to. Let's unpack that later. But
I don't think we did say we didn't want to go to it.
Yeah. We just said we just said
Just said
I don't
personally.
think, I don't think everyone needs to anymore, like I used to. Yeah.
that's an interesting statement.
I don't know. Me, I said I'd go.
Oh, you changed your mind.
Yeah, no, I said I'd. I think I said on the day I said I'd go,
She said,
didn't I? Yeah. I think I was probably the only one that said
We
I
all
would.
said we were open to going.
But we haven't reached the point.
I think we said we wanted to go and shoot content.
Reach the point of what?
We said we wanted to go make content out of it.
what I'm trying to say.
Hey, children of
Film
nowadays, everything for content.
That'll be fire content.
Content. It's like stages. You know what I mean? I think we're all open, but for me, it goes here, and then it goes like family, and then it goes like telling friends, opening up, with friends, pastor, those sort of things, right? So in most cases, it gets solved like here before I needed to even go to another person. You know what I mean? So it's like if I was to go to a therapist, I'm skipping these guys who, to be honest, already give me, the answer most of the time. Family, partner, this is that, pastor. So it's like it gets solved here before I need to go here.
Why do you feel like therapy is about solving
What you about to
things?
say?
For me, it's about solving. It depends what it is. I mean, for me, there's a
What's
problem.
it about? If
I
it's
think
not about
most,
solving things?
I think most people, okay, because throwing another spanner in the works. I actually study psychology. That's my actual background. So this time I'm here to fight.
Stay with facts.
One of my missions in life is to get as many black men into therapy as possible.
Right.
We are working one step at a time. But now you're looking at me like
Yeah, I mean, go.
This is about to be a
no,
therapy
I
session.
guess the reason I'm asking, like, why do you feel like things have to be solved in, like, you have to solve a particular issue in therapy?
I mean, I don't know what the purpose of it is. For me, it's like if there's a problem, I need to find a way to solve it. You know what I mean?
That's a very logic.
Yeah, I guess it is. Like for me, I don't know why I would need to go. Like example, like I don't know why I would need to go tomorrow.
Have you ever been?
No.
See, that's where the issue starts.
So
But
you
then
think
it's like
everyone
if I
should
go
just
Because you
like-
don't know what
To
you're
just go?
going
But
to.
then like
I mean, Tickers did say that. She said
did.
you can just go. You don't
She
need to
did.
wait for a crisis in your life.
You shouldn't
To
wait for
then
a
go.
crisis.
This is about
Because
health,
crisis
right?
is too late.
Sorry?
so
This is about mental health. Health?
Just general.
Would you just rock
Hey,
up
man,
to
I
the
pray to
doctor?
God.
Like,
You
just
know what I
check up
mean?
to you.
I pray to God too, but I still
pray to
got
God
Jesus
and
and
God,
therapy is a great combination.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
one
not saying,
discounts
yeah.
the other.
Hey man,
Combination.
God be provided with the answers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he does sometimes provide them through people.
Facts.
Friends.
I knew you were gonna say that. I just knew.
That's genuinely why I don't think everybody needs to go to therapy. I don't think they need to go. I think if you have good community, really good community where you can actually talk about life and all this kind of stuff, I
That
think
space
that
is there, yeah.
I think.
That's my thinking though as well.
Pick me.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? Okay, go.
Wait, what do you mean, pick me?
So I'm about to
Like, cause like that's just what I've also like observed and seen in terms of like I've been blessed to just have really like my whole life just have really good community.
I have
Like,
great
I've
community too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not saying like people go to therapy because they don't have, right? I'm just saying like in my observations, even just around like like my parents too, I've been able to constantly offload and share things with them. So I'm like, this is probably the exact same as it would have been in that type of a situation in terms of like if I'm just rocking up and having a chat, like that's what,
So that's what you're defining as therapy.
I don't know. Like, I mean, like what?
Which is why I asked, have you ever been?
But then it's like, if it's not a
tell us what
conversation,
it is.
yeah, if it's not a conversation, what would it be then?
Is it to unload stuff?
Because it's not about solving something.
It's not about
having a
unloading
conversation.
either. Yeah, so what are we doing here? What are we doing? You talking about practice?
Hey, degree from Timu, bro.
First of all, don't come for me because I still have a Hicks dick. So don't you
Yeah.
don't you zia.
No, but she didn't
Go
say
ahead.
it's not all that. It is all that, but so much more as well.
Okay, I want to hear.
There's
You're
so-
adding flavor.
There's so
as
much
well.
more to it as well, though.
No, you say what
Tell me what else, because if I go and the ladies or the guy says, so why have you decided? I'm gonna say Niasha, but
And I said, that's one in the bag.
and she's covering my bill too.
One black man at a time. One black man at a time. Okay, therapy, counseling, whatever you want to call it. I mean, there's different versions, but it's more than just about I'm here to solve. Obviously, certain styles like cognitive behavior therapy is like I'm here to solve a particular issue, and this is how we're gonna work towards changing the behaviors, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. But there's different ways of dealing with things, and the reason why I said I understand where you're coming from when you say you feel like not everyone needs to go to therapy, but I think everyone should receive some kind of therapy because by virtue of you being alive and being a human, you've experienced some sort of something that has influenced some sort of deficit or pattern of thinking or thought process that can sabotage you or might be detrimental to you and others. So that's why it's important to
What if you
and
really
also being self-aware and being given therapy is really about being given the tools. Because your friend can advise you about something, but they're not what's it called, trained to give you the tools to like now pack that thing back in after you've unloaded it.
You reckon?
basically.
I've been killing it recently, man. Come on, man.
You've been killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Have you?
Let me tell you something.
Have you?
I do.
I can attest that he has been killing.
Wait, let me tell you something. Yeah, I should
It's not even for me.
No. I should have warned you before you came. These guys, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Don't
They
take my
believe
flag. No.
that
It's not even that.
Wow, you never go.
Let her cook.
They
Let her cook.
believe
Let her cook.
Oh,
that
Miles,
they
Miles,
are a
this is
part
rude.
of this mighty high.
Nah, do you know what she just did? She put a lawnmower through my
men's
flowers.
friendship group, yeah. They think
No
they're
one
the
even
best.
said,
They're
Mo,
holding
you've
each other.
experienced what's been going on
They
with me.
think that they
This
are the
is
best
crazy.
type of men's, the highest level.
this is
So
wild.
they will make you think that
That's
you are
crazy.
crazy for what you are
This
saying.
is wild.
Just-
Crazy.
just
You're saying all this. That's your husband. That's who you chose.
Like,
yeah, no, but I'm telling her that
Like, wait,
whatever she's
Mao.
trying to say, you guys are gonna have a rebuttal. They're gonna have a rebuttal.
We're on a podcast. If we all agree, let's cut
They're
it
gonna
at
have
3
a
minutes.
rebuttal.
And that's fine. I like a
But
debate.
anyways,
because where I'm going with
which is good.
Because where I'm going with this tools thing is like,
Yeah.
I hear that, like, in terms of people
But you don't.
dedicate themselves to study this year.
Yeah.
But I believe life experience also teaches you this as well. And also from what you observe in terms of other people's decisions as well, right? Because I've never gone to, gone to study psychology, right? But I've been someone who's very interested in human behavior throughout, yeah? And I've observed so many people, right?
Keep going.
I think it's a bit sensitive in terms of what I want. Like, I probably can't say.
can't share.
No.
Yeah.
But like,
Okay. I
yeah, it's
think
tough. It's tough.
It's always
It's tough.
we learn from experience. We learn from other people. We get advice, from people, from situations, from celebrity heck, from
But
movies.
we're not professionals.
But there's a level of like unraveling that you can do in that space that you can't do elsewhere. Because also, for example, I can say, okay, let's say you're offloading to Mara about something, right? The issue with that is because of your dynamic, you might not share particular things in a particular way because it affects
Facts, actually.
how she will react to it,
Yeah.
how she will view you, how she will, respond back to you. Maybe after that, now you're not talking for 3 days and 3 nights. And like, do you know what I mean? There's certain things that you can talk to each
that's
other
very true.
about.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you guys are still friends. So there's a level of like, when people are always saying like girls have their like own hype squad. That's a very dangerous.
yeah, it is.
Well,
It is.
men and women, I should say. It's
course.
very dangerous. Like, I love our camaraderie as people, as communities, and having each other's backs and being a village. But there's also times when, like, for example, my therapist would be like, yeah. Like she would say it to me and she would challenge me on something, whereas my friend would be like, nah girl, do you know what I mean? Like, yes, in some instances you need that to move forward or to get over something or to move forward from something, but sometimes you need someone who has no stake in the game, I mean, other than your money, but who has no stake in the game. It's not 400 an hour. If you can afford Hennessy, you can afford therapy. I'm just saying, because when you're having Hennessy, you're self-medicating. But
They're talking to the bottle, bro.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
Longer.
therapy is
Good
helpful and it
listening.
might help you put the bottle down. But but yeah, it's just like, because the thing is, I probably wouldn't be one of the people that would go to therapy because I studied it. So I'm like, I know everything. I can intellectualize what's going on. Is this a healthy attachment? Is this, is this that? Gaslighting, all the terminologies. I know it. But I was shook when I sat in a therapy session and she was explaining something to me that I'm like, I'm clearly not self-aware. And you learn a lot about yourself and how you think about things as well, even if you think you know everything, or someone has pointed out something to you or whatever.
So, real quick on that, someone that doesn't have anything to unload or any,
I think she's saying that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
There's nobody that hasn't had some level of trauma, positive or negative.
Yeah, so
positive
if-
stuff can also cause trauma.
If you're human, you have something to unload.
Okay, so what is the conversation we start? Like, let's say someone goes in today.
It depends on what the therapist is like. Obviously, sometimes it's like, okay, how are you? How was your day? Why are you here? If it's like a first session, be like, Niasha brought me here. She told me to come to the session, whatever. And then it could probably start off as that, and it could lead into other things. Like, are there any things that you particularly want to talk about, or like it depending on the therapist. Some therapists know how to like.
Fine. Like,
Yeah, because what therapy almost is like that it's like that wool.
Yeah.
So they just tug a little bit, and then
Everything
gets undone.
unpacks, yeah.
But then they help you to. All right, we've talked about it. Now here's what we can do, what we can work towards.
I think I hear that in terms of the professional sense.
Yeah.
Where I was going before Mao put a lawnmower in my garden, the flowers, was that like I think especially after Tigis said it to us on our episode when she said that therapists help you unpack things, but then pack you back up. That's something I've taken very consciously in terms of when I speak to people now. Of like, bet this is crazy, but I need to make sure that you're good. Like as soon as you leave this conversation, or you get back to this, you get back to that, right? And where I wonder about the professional thing is like, I wonder what the historical context of that is, though, right? Because therapy, in terms of human therapy, is something that has existed since conversation. You know what I mean? Or like that's in terms of being therapized, that's been something that has just existed, like from human interaction, right? Yeah. So in terms of now the study of it, and now getting the technical skills and the like applications, whatever it might be, it's like it's a slightly newer, not in the past couple of years. Like this is something that I'm even talking since like philosophers, like and people that are understanding human mind and thinking. Those kind of practices and stuff like that is a lot like new in the conversation, right? So I'm like, in terms of the historical, because it can't be now that we're just saying in the past maybe what 1,000
cracked the code.
Yeah, the past 1,000 years we finally understood how to live in
not.
a human context. I'm like, what does it look like then historically? Because there has to have been a way that we've we've received therapy or been therapized, and like, why does that not still transcend into our day now, or translate into our day now? You know.
Many things. I think one of them is like individualism is one aspect. I think if you're thinking back to like African culture to what it could have been pre-colonial, it's like there were communities and there were those older mothers or grandmothers or whatever who sit.
Did I say community?
Yeah, no. But what I'm trying to say, to you is these people were specific. Yeah. It's not like your community. There were particular elders that you went to who probably, I don't know in what discussion or whatever. And also we have to remember that, people are granted gifts, different gifts, right? Yeah. So it's nice to have a conversation with a friend about something. And sometimes some people do have the wisdom to have a conversation with you and package it back up with you. But that's also a gift, to be able to therapize someone through a process by using the psychology, the whatever,
So I think then that is why I've never had that thinking. Like my dad actually studied, like he's a mental health, he's a mental health like doctor, not a doctor, but he studied, like he's got a PhD in like psychology, psychiatric nursing, all that kind of stuff, mental health. So I'm like, potentially then, and my mom is just like gifted in being able to cause people to just open up and like speak into their situation, you know what I mean?
Right.
She made me this Sunday, bro. Pulled me to the side. I want to ask you about it.
She should put the little waters in.
It was me, this guy, your mom having a conversation, and then stepped to the side. I said, "Yeah, it's a serious conversation.
It's intense over there."
All I hear is no better, but I'm trying.
Literally how the conversation went.
Carlos was again dropping.
Hey, yo.
How did it go from how's your Sunday to
Put the bed down now.
You really catch him in different. Last time it was the fine, and then now
it's
that's crazy.
But I wonder. I think the thing is that when I say blessing, is like I've probably also had people that have been gifted with the ability to also do that too, and I haven't recognized that is. You honestly could have studied this, and I could have had you and gone into a space to receive this. You know what I mean?
Legally.
Yeah, I'm not like, I don't think that it's not like again, I can't. But I've encouraged people to be like, yo, this conversation is cool and all, but like, I think you still need to
take the next step.
Take the next step of like,
see someone.
You know what I mean?
Especially in a crisis, I think it's helpful because sometimes people feel judged for sharing their crisis and they won't share it to the full extent, but
leave out details.
But also at the same time, people can also do that with their therapist, but that's also a waste of your money.
Of course.
Just tell the truth.
I was gonna say, on like the flip side as well, I think a lot of the times for someone, if they are going through something, they might consider the person's capacity to be able to deal with it. Whereas if you go to a therapist, they're always going to have capacity.
Yeah.
If you got the money, they have the capacity
Yeah,
to
though.
see you.
So
they have the
got the
capacity
capacity.
to handle your problems,
Yeah.
and it's never going to be a burden on them. Whereas if I'm coming to you every single week or every single month with a new issue,
Tiring.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be tiring for the person that's
do
listening
it.
to it.
Yeah,
as
especially
well.
if it's like a situation where you also feel like, girl.
Yeah. I already told you before.
The same thing every time.
Once it
He
cycles-
did this and now you're back. I don't want to hear this no more.
Exactly. So it's a lot to consider.
It's very, very interesting. And like, I wonder what it looks like with a whole world that opens up the space to go to therapy. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to see what those changes are. You know what I mean? And what that means. But yes.
And I think it also it depends on, because everybody will obviously react differently to different therapy methods. Like you have to, finding a therapist is like dating. You literally,
says that.
yeah,
I
you
don't wanna
you
do
have
that
to.
one.
I was fortunate enough that the first one I was like, ooh, I like you.
Soulmate.
Like, okay, yeah, that's my G. But yeah, you literally have to, and preferably someone that you feel like you can relate to, because sometimes there might be that disparity of like you're sharing an experience like of
That they just
racism,
don't
and someone's just
understand.
like, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
If your therapist hits you with that's crazy,
that's cool.
bro,
Hey,
you gotta
yo.
leave that.
And
Wow,
you get
that's
raw.
mad. Yeah. Raw.
Raw. That's a
out of there.
matting.
Yo,
Matting.
Yeah.
out of there, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Refund me.
So refund me that thing.
Honest.
But yeah.
So let's all do it, guys.
I want to do it, but I want to
let's
make
all commit
content
to
out of it.
going
Like,
to-
I really want to
Yeah,
make
but
content
no.
out of it.
This is not going to a chiropractor. This is
Yeah, I feel like I would love to watch that back, even if I cry
Wait, what?
or something. I would. I'm interested to find a therapist that is willing to let me like bring a camera in. You know what I mean?
yeah.
would
But
just
then
be
how truthful would that session be though?
I know. I hear you,
With the camera.
but I'm willing to do so.
If you bring a camera
No, but like,
into a session,
yeah. No, bro.
It's a podcast.
You gotta think about it like this. You gotta think about it like
That's what
this.
it is.
My plan is not that I'm gonna release this content. Yeah,
It's just for you.
it's just for me, right? And best believe, I'll be truthful.
but that
I will cut out the parts of the
You'll be
content
like,
if I need
so
to.
in my childhood, edit that part out.
Timestamp.
It's like, cut, reframe that. Let's do that again.
I can imagine this guy saying, "Hold on 1 second." So you come on the side.
Yeah, just need to check whether or not it's in
Bro,
focus.
that packing style right there. So is everything in love just like a joke to you?
Hectic.
I think it'll be a banger, man.
Yeah.
I know, but can you speak into the mic?
Imagine.
Just closer to the mic.
Dude,
Closer to the
I'm
mic.
crying. Hey, can you just adjust it? I don't think they caught that, bro. Wow.
Say that again.
It'll be interesting.
Say that with more emphasis, please. Again. God.
This year might be the year. But like, yeah, I think we said it last week. We caught up with the people that we did premarital counseling with. They're also our like pastors from church.
yeah.
Also the pastors I was looking at their kids. I'm like, bro, you guys, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
But like catching up with them has been moments where we've learned so much about like ourselves, each other. So I'm like, I
That's
see the
my
merit.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah. You're not ready for the personal.
Tickets, man, holler at me, bro. Gunshot.
And maybe this might be the thing that gets you over the line about the kids and maybe what the fears
That's
are.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
It's not fear. It's just timing. Yeah.
Yeah, timing.
See, this is why y'all hyping. This is why. This is what she was saying.
Yeah.
This is not okay.
Ultimately,
It's timing, isn't it? It's timing. Say it's timing.
Say yes, bro.
Yeah. No fear. It's timing.
What you say?
Whoa.
my thing is ultimately, when are people allowed to go? I'm okay.
Yeah, that's actually a question I also think
You
as well.
can be okay and still go to therapy.
I agree, but you can also be like, yo, I'm genuinely really happy. I genuinely don't feel the need to have more conversations beyond the ones I'm already having.
And you don't have to. I think people people assume that like you have to go like every week or like every month. You can literally take a break from therapy for like 3 years and be like, genuinely, I'm chill. Maybe I'll go back and do a little check-in. Be like, this is what's been happening for me. Okay, maybe there's this thought process that's come up maybe a few times or not, or genuinely I'm fine. Okay, what have you been using? What kind of tools have you been using to maintain? Yeah, because life is gonna life.
I agree. Life is gonna life.
But it's how you handle it, and sometimes it's a little bump, but you're like, okay, cool.
Do you have the fear of like maybe they're gonna unpack something?
Yeah.
Does that ever cross your mind? Yeah, you.
No.
Like, at all.
Strange.
So you'd be happy to go.
Not
like
anymore.
if someone books your session tomorrow.
No, I don't have that fear anymore. I remember, remember when
so you
tickets was
did.
on and I said that you have to be in a certain place to be willing to unpack stuff, because like there is like I've had a moment or maybe two in my life. I'm like,
maybe two.
The maybe is makes sense to me. Because in Japan it was just like I can't do it. But
okay.
Don't laugh at him.
like so it's like one and a half
redacted statements and whatnot. Okay.
That like I was at the time I was like, man, I don't know if I would want to, like I would need to be in a place where I can. Now I'm in that place. I could talk about it.
Yeah, and truthfully
So
speaking,
it's not
like
that holding me back. So.
I totally understand, because it is work. Like, and you actually need to an extent be ready, because some things. Like you could go, like sometimes I would go in a therapy session, I'm like, I'm so good. Yeah, life's been. And she'd be like, so yeah, when you said that thing that you just said about how, what's that about? And then when I was 8, nobody told me that I was beautiful. So now it can. Some sessions are like, cool. Yeah. All right, okay, maybe the homework for you this week is to think about and whatever. Sometimes it's like, like heavy stuff, like tears and snot and all of the above. Like you leave that thing and you're like, I need a nap.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you ever left?
I can answer. It's not off the.
No, I was gonna say like, of course, sometimes you can't predict what kind of moments you have. But have you ever left a session and then you sort of cancelled certain things, if it's a performance, because now you're like,
never a performance. I'd say that.
She gonna show up.
The bag gotta be secure.
Yeah, the bag. Yeah.
Pay for the next
You
session.
wipe your tears and you get to
There's more to unpack. Let me go.
There's more to unpack. So I gotta go to my.
But it just anything was to be honest, I didn't expect that session to be like that, and I don't know if I can go to this next thing.
Yeah. I remember one time I had a session and I couldn't go to work the next day.
Oh, wow.
I just needed literally a mental health day off. Yeah. Just one, to sit with what we talked about, and two, because I think I didn't anticipate how deep it was for me. Yeah. But just to be like, I need more than a nap. I just need the day off. But other days I'm like, I'm done. All right, cool. I gotta go to this thing and It's like back to normal.
Have you ever have you ever left a session upset? Not
At my therapy?
potentially.
Never upset. More like, I don't like her, but I love her. Because like, and I will say it to her, like I say to her, like, I don't like you. Or sometimes like when she challenges me, I'm like, you in your bag today, huh? Oh, you really came for me today. But to me it's almost like an adrenaline thing. Like I kind of enjoy someone almost poking at something like
that's me too. That's the reason why I would want to go, because I want to have that feeling where it's like, okay, pick at the things that you think are wrong in my life and let's talk about it. My childhood, pick at it. I always say that the one session that I would love to go is my whole family. I feel like that would be like a 5-6 hour session.
That's all. Y'all need a retreat. just do a 3-day camp.
No, seriously, we need a whole day for that. But that's one thing where I'm like, I feel like there's so much to unpack. Like, firstly, we'd need our individual sessions, but then as a collective, as a family, we might be throwing hands. Like, I might be throwing hands and all of that stuff. But that would be great content. Not gonna lie.
This is Iyanla Van Zandt. not on my watch.
Nah, there might have to be a camera there, but like genuinely, I'm like, that is one session that I would love to have, and just be like, okay, mum, dad, what was your experience like back in the days? What shaped you to be who you are today? Why did you raise us the way that you raised us? Type of conversations. I think it would just be very interesting. Yeah. Would you guys ever do a family therapy session? Or is everybody throwing hands as well?
No, it's not throwing hands. I think it would just be very frustrating for me. Like that requires everyone to be on board.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a good 50%.
They wouldn't?
And with families, it requires.
How much can you?
How deep can you go?
Yeah.
And it also, it's like, how much are people also willing to be wrong and to accept fault in, or how they contributed to someone else's mental health, basically. So
How much you've contributed to the reason that we're here?
the reason why we're here is you. Let's unpack that. Yeah. So I don't. Yeah.
It's quite interesting with that one as well. Because I think in terms of like our parents coming from Africa, you know, they've grown up with a certain, they've grown up a certain way for like 30 years plus, right? And then we've come over here, basically, most of our lives, you know, came here like 5 years old. So we've sort of adapted to this society more, right? Yeah. So it's like I don't know. Like for me, I don't know what would be because I understand why they think a certain way. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Why certain dynamics happen. You know what I mean? Like, I think we spoke about it before, like with your parents and with my parents as well, where it's like, in Africa, in terms of the household, the dynamics of that makes sense, you know, and they're okay with that, right? So over here, it might not make sense as much just because of how things have shifted, right? So yeah, for me, it's like what would be the purpose if I was to do like a family? Like, I understand why things are the way they are. You know what I mean?
And on the most part, not everyone is gonna ever get to experience having to sit in a room and be like, let's unpack this and this. Yeah.
I don't need to. I think I was like, I know why.
I know, why.
I know why.
Yeah,
You're telling me things that I know.
My dad and I always have this. He always has this conversation where he goes, he's like, for me and your mom, we've adapted to life here, but our existence is like 75% Iraq and 25% the thinking of here. Yeah. And he's like, and yours is 75% here and 25% there. And he's like, there's this 50% that we always disconnect on.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because like me and my dad, I can see we have the same thought process all the time. Like we didn't have an argument the other day and I was like,
you are me and I am you. What's that, Spider-Man?
I told him, I was like, I don't know why we always do this where we start disagreeing so loudly when we're actually agreeing about what we're talking about. Just we took different roads to end up here.
To the same point.
Right? And he acknowledges it fully, right? And I'm like, sometimes I'm like, that's enough.
Do you all argue in Arabic?
Me and dad English.
Wow.
It's just I'm
me and
interested.
dad English, me and mom Arabic. Yeah.
Right, because I feel like it's
so you go mother tongue with the.
You're trying to cuss differently, bro.
This is the reason, right? So, because if I say certain words in English, my mom, because I wouldn't say those words in Arabic because in English they're okay to use, right? But Arabic, it's like you would not say this.
You wouldn't dare.
So, for example, there was a period of time where like my mom would like, I didn't realize she was saying such offense to it, right? But like I would use the word in English like crazy, right? If like as in
you're crazy. Like
no, not you're crazy. I'll say like that's crazy. Or like but to something she said, she really internalizes it, right? And my dad like at some point was like, hey, like just letting you know, like you're really hurting your mom with this word. She really doesn't understand it the way you think. She's like, I know what you're saying. She doesn't get what you're saying. So she's receiving it like that. And I was like, oh, okay.
So you just say crazy in Arabic?
That's crazy.
So because in Arabic, I would never say that's crazy to her.
Yeah.
You know? And so that's where I will have discussions with her in Arabic because I know
it's a different kind of sensitivity to the words. Yeah.
Some words just sound worse in Arabic or and vice versa.
Yeah. But even some words sound even trivial. Like, you know how you just like, oh, dude. Like, my mom used to hate when...
Dude?
dude.
Too casual.
Like, don't call me that.
I don't say, hey, like, hey, dude.
Dude.
Well, how'd you
hey, yo. We're trying to be buddy with the lady. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I was cool to ask, so your partner's part of your team.
Yeah.
Why you guys laughing? I'm very curious to sort of know what that dynamic is like. Because in terms of, I know that you would have like a certain vision, right? But then the people in your team might say, hey, Niasha, this is not really the way. Does that affect your relationship with the people in your team, especially when they
have a larger stake?
With them?
There's a larger stake.
Like how do you sort of separate that?
We don't. No, I'm joking. Do you know what? I think, how would I frame this? Everybody in my team, I guess, has an understanding that I'm the CEO, which I shouldn't be. Apparently, you shouldn't be the CEO of your own business because I don't know, for whatever reason, I don't care. But so I essentially, like, we can discuss ideas and themes and things like that. And at the end of the day, everybody has a different vision or see you in a different light. So in a great and positive way, it adds to your actual overall vision, because sometimes everyone has, what's called the blind spots. That you're like, you know what, like, you should be doing this other thing as well because I think you'd be great at it. And like, okay, cool. I never thought of it like that.
Because they
That's something. They know me, know my strengths and also know my weaknesses as well. I guess the harder thing with that is that sometimes it can be really hard to, because I'm such a focused person and I have like 2 million tabs open in my head. Sometimes it could be like you're at dinner, you're like, oh, this is so nice and romantic. Okay, there was an email that came through today. I wasn't too happy about it. Then you like, go back to whatever, and then you're just like, actually, how much is, you know what I mean? Like, I need to get equipment. Oh, I still need to apply for this grant. Like, and it becomes like a tangent of like work, because as a musician, like, and I guess for any creative, you never clock off. Like, there's always something that is like, okay, music video. Okay, I'm trying to think. I haven't written a song in like 3 days. What am I supposed to do? I need to book the studio. Okay, so when are we meant to go on a date? Actually, I already booked studio on that day, so I can see you after. Or like, it's just
Do you write music more days than not?
No, it's the opposite.
You don't write more often than you do.
Yeah.
And would you want to flip that?
I would love to. Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to write a lot more, and I would love to write for other people. I think at the moment, because I'm working full time in a really crazy job, basically social work, basically like, it's quite intense. So sometimes I genuinely don't have the capacity.
Yeah.
What's the process when you do write a song? Is it more of like, okay, I need to sit down, focus, and just get the lyrics out? Or is it every now and then, if I get a glimpse of something in my head, just write it down?
Both. And more, actually. Like, some days I'll be like, okay, it's been a minute. We need to keep sharpening. So I can sit and be like, I'm giving myself an hour to just sit here.
Come up with something. Bro.
Yeah. And sometimes I think you're just like, allow yourself to flow. Yeah. And then other times, like most times, I'm like doing dishes or something, and I'm like, no. I'm like, ooh, this is nice. Get the voice recorder. If you saw how many new recordings are on my voice memos, it's mad. And it's just like random things. Sometimes I'll literally wake up from a dream and be like, I heard something in a dream. Yeah. And I'll just like sing it. And sometimes it's like, okay, I'm gonna designate going to the studio. I'm gonna work. Like, for example, I work with Seiko. We're just going to be like, okay, he's gonna make something on the spot. I just have to write something on the spot. Or like, you write bits and pieces sometimes. Like, okay, you've got the hook, but what's the song about? Now you have to write the verses. Sometimes it's the verses. Sometimes it's the production first.
You know what I love about like musical artists, and I find it different to like actors and athletes and whatnot, is like all the unreleased that you have, and like the constant, like the work is constantly happening. Same thing for actors and athletes, but it's like, if it's not your movie,
what are you shooting?
What are you shooting?
What do you have in the vault?
If it's not, exactly.
TikToks.
If it's not, this is it. If it's not if you're not playing in the league, you're not playing for the championship, you're not playing sports. Like, what are you cooking up? But like musical artists, I'm like, you're really constantly grinding and crafting something, and like I find it so beautiful, the fact that like every artist has the hard drive or has the folder. You know what I mean?
If I tell you how many songs,
and I find that crazy, because we'll get a 5-song EP, a 12-song album, 21-song.
Those are the ones that made
it. This deluxe, whatever. Yeah, and it's like, this is what made it. It's like, bro, so what didn't make it?
A lot.
Just like this.
There's songs that I have had from 2015.
And that's so, it's wild. I remember even, because Soli's Blessed came out only end of last year or something like that, right? But then in the Jan of the year before. I remember she sang it at Ivy's between us panel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I only clocked it like a couple days ago. I'm like, bro, what, you held that for that long? I was like, so I'm like, all these artists I'm like, that's crazy. It's dope. It's beautiful. Like there's an artist named Andy Minnie, a Christian rapper, and
I love me some Andy.
He released two the Arrow and then the Sword. Two what are they called, man? Do I call them EPs?
They were EPs? Part A, Part B.
He released two of them, and those were all like just unreleased songs. Second one even had podcast songs attached to it.
I loved that. I love when
he's a really good artist. I like his creative process.
Yeah.
And Minio's Uncomfortable album is in my top 3.
Yeah, Uncomfortable is serious, man. Like people, and he's one of those artists where I'm like, people have actually slept on him.
You know what it was? Well, I think for me, he was the first Christian rap artist that was so much emphasis on the quality of the music.
So
like as in not sacrificing good hip hop, good artistry, good album covers, good just for
good
the
wordplay.
Right?
Like
he's serious.
Uncomfortable is top 3.
I remember that album sits in the social place. I remember I was driving to one of my uni exams for that. I just bumping the album the whole time. I killed the exam.
Yeah.
What? That pissed me off, Mike.
Did a lot for me. Barack.
Nah, that was what's that called? Vendetta Desperados. What song is that?
Which one?
What song was that again?
Which one?
Vendetta? Was that?
Yeah, Vendetta. Vendetta, Uncomfortable. I think there's a song that he talks about He My Heart, where he talks about his sister being deaf and it's like I pray you forgive me for the years I've been blind. I said, come on,
that bar.
Come on. And I love like lyricism and like I love listening to albums that have, like you're saying, the intricate detail there's a reason he put this trumpet in this way and it has this kind of brightness. And
I was gonna say this before. I don't want to jump the gun. I actually wanted to prove, I wanted you to prove this without me asking it. I like artists that like music.
Yeah.
You don't want to ask,
Do I like music?
Because it's like, how do you? It's like it just proves itself. Because with like on pod, off pod, whatever. It's like some artists have come through or just meet them in person. I'm like, you don't love music. It always irks me.
It irks me too sometimes.
Because it's like music or a sport. Like, you know when you hear like a certain athlete and you're like, and they go like, for example, there's this one soccer player, very random, Ben White. He doesn't actually like football, right? Just good at it. And so he is a footballer. I hate it. I feel like you're taking someone else's chance.
You're taking the mix.
He's taking my chance.
There are people out there fighting in the hood.
Literally, like it's a thing where it's like, this is not a career that you just fall into. This is not a carpenter.
Wow. Right? You fall into carpentry? That's great.
Like a lot of them you can fall into choose it as your career. Artists, it's like, bro, this is a real choice. So if you don't like music, what the heck are you doing here?
But don't you have producers and all of that to like music for you? You just bring the
because
what's chew my food for me.
Like I prefer to make a song with the producer in the room because we can be like, okay, so you know the way the drum is now, like if you miss that beat, the third one, and then so when someone hears it, it's like, and then when you add the double time, so you're like anticipate.
Hey, man, we come through to the next sentence, man.
I'm frothing.
Let me shoot content.
I'm frothing. Like I love, especially I'm just gonna go up and talk about music now. I'm like Andy Minio, Victoria Monet's album. I don't know if you got Jaguar. Like, when you listen to, that girl,
This excites me when I see people like, especially
when
like most of the artists. Yeah, this is.
But is that loving music or is it just knowing?
No. That's loving music.
Because the only reason you know is because you love enough to learn.
Nah. Some people know.
Nah, some people know, but
some people just. Nah, I don't actually. Maybe not. Because I believe.
No, but
like I've had so many artists. Like they send me the music. Yeah, I'm not an. Okay, to be honest, I used to be able to like play instruments a little bit. But that's every church.
Drums, guitar,
Christmas carol and that. But for some reason, I feel like I know musical theory a little bit as well. Yeah. So that's something you can know. But then even it just excites me sometimes when I hear certain things and just like, bro, you just hear the science behind the way some of these songs are built, and I'm like, yeah, it comes from a stemming of like you actually have to love it a little bit. Because one thing to just know the theory of like, yeah, I know that if you have this octave, you can go to this da 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 da. You can come back down to this whatnot. But it's like, bro, but that sounds just beautiful, and it does something to the spirit and the soul. Different.
Yeah, because I didn't study music. Like the only music theory that I knew was like, you know what?
I don't think you need to study a hobby.
Yeah, but I mean, like in terms of like music in and of itself and knowing things so deep and integrate. Wow, the English package is
We know what you're
finished.
saying.
The data pack is finished.
Say it in Shauna, don't worry. You
Wow,
can say it.
Saka.
There we go.
So like I only did music from like year 10, 11 and 12, but that's more of like, you know, you learn the C, D, E, F, G's and the whatnot. And like, you know, I loved it as well because, you know, I got into the whole classical and why it works and blah, blah, blah. But I just love I'm a feeler. So like when the music feels and like I'm like, what is it that's making me? What is it about this bass? I'm feeling it here. I'm like, yo, I know that's why you chose to put the little tinkles, and then you did it from right ear to left ear, and then
Bro,
back
when they
to
start
right.
hitting you with the pan.
I said, okay. And I'm like, okay, the vocal was like here, and then you did this thing, and then
So I'll
Love
always
it
make
all.
excuses for Kanye. Not excuses, but like
Excuses.
I will never say I don't like it.
Why? Because he loves music.
He's given me too much from me.
Interesting.
And I'm not one of these guys that's the ultimate fan. I'm just like he's you know, there's few people in life where it's like you're like you were born for this and this alone. Kanye's one of those people. Music for me.
It's crazy.
interesting. Yeah,
You don't agree.
yeah. I'm not disagreeing because I shouldn't say one of my favorite songs because I have a lot of favorite songs, but Kanye produced this song by Keisha Cole. I used to sing it when I was heartbroken. That's a story for another day. But it's called I Don't Love You No More. And then the sample is like, can I, I don't love. And then when you hear and how she sings on top, oh my day.
It all works. Come together.
I love this stuff. Yeah. Now look at me cheesing it. It's like
I don't feel like that no more.
with the little girl with the.
It's nice though. You have the spark when you speak about
is
it. That's
dope.
how we know that you love it.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
just
truly love this. So it's
love
beautiful. It's beautiful to see.
I was gonna say this before about the involving like loved ones and partners in the craft and stuff. It's something I've always even struggled with in terms of Ma's involvement in. Like Ma wants to always help out and be plugged in with like AYA and stuff like that.
Oh, that's nice though.
And I'm like, dude, just
Stop it.
let me not even from a, like I don't want you involved. I'm like, let me not add extra, like don't let me put this stress and you get involved into this too. But I hear it, like, I mean, where does it come from for you in terms of like why you want to help out and be involved a lot of the time? Because I'm probably getting it wrong. I'm like, maybe you also, you definitely also got the passion for it too. But I'm like, dude, I don't want to add this stress. You don't need a, like even for Amari, I was like, she was like, look, give me a job, I'm my fam. You don't even have a ticket here. How about that?
So you can be at the table.
I'm like, allow it. Like you don't need, but then like held it down on the night when needed. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of crazy. But I'm like, you don't want to get. Sometimes you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want it to absorb everything that y'all are doing. Like I hear it in terms of like you'll be at a date and then you're like, oh, but this, that. I'm like,
But I need to email.
you know, I'm like.
email.
Like you're not trying to have two different lives, but you want to see how do you isolate some things to enjoy them for in their own silos. But I guess maybe they can mix, and that is what the beauty of like having someone that that have partnership at the end of the day. You know?
And you marry someone as your help, whatever they want to be.
Yeah.
Right?
Of
Like
course.
that's the point, and vice versa as well. But I think sometimes we consciously have to be like, okay, switching off.
Switch it off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I heard what you said. Cool. Just write it down. I have to do like a to-do list or reminders sometimes because my brain actually is like at all times.
Yeah.
Some madness.
Yeah.
Man. Life, huh?
not life,
That
huh?
is life.
But I don't know what's cooking then. You know, you've got your revamp happening, but what is
All right,
cooking?
exclusive. At the moment, I am working on my debut album.
Come on,
Let's
talking
skip
about.
the EP straight to the album.
Confidence, yeah. Because I know a lot of people think that if it's EP, it's like it's not.
No, I think an EP is great because it kind of allows people to kind of get a taste, because 10, 11, 12 songs, our attention span is
You have to hope that they love
none.
every single one of them
Yeah,
songs.
so you literally have to release them one by one until you get to 12. But yeah, the debut album is, I guess I can't really tell you what it is right now, but all I can say is like it's like a dedication to Africanism, particularly being from Southern Africa and having gone back last year for the first time in 15
I was going to ask
years.
you about that.
So I moved from Zimbabwe when I was 13 with my family, and I hadn't been back until last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was insane.
Was that just a trip or part of the tour you also did?
Part of the tour. So it was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot going on. Yeah.
Dope. Now we're keeping our eyes peeled for that timeline.
See,
Can't
you don't
disclose?
ask artists timelines.
Okay, don't worry.
When they feel like it.
Artists will never take time.
Timelines, because I'm
I was
like,
trying to get that TD exclusive, man.
I'll give you guys I'll even play one of the songs.
Very good.
Are you backed, signed, anything by anyone?
Independent.
How's that?
Everything has pros and cons.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
It's great because I have full creative control, but it's also very much like I have to work for the money that I have to re-inject back into.
It's not even like work and then just enjoy. It's like, nah, man, this one is
No.
pocket to
Hard
pocket.
yards.
Yeah. Like, this next show, this is going to pay for the music video, like that kind of thing. But it's also a lot more fun because it's almost like you learn a lot more because you're like, okay, now I need to kind of almost learn how to direct a music video, how to put together a script, and how to explain to someone this is how I want this thing to look. You now have to put budgets together to be like, okay, how much is it going to cost to do this kind of thing? To what level? Can we scale up? Can you also be creative? You actually learn to use a lot more of your resources, human resources. Call up a friend, anybody can do it for cheap, for the low, for free. For free? Lovely. That's amazing. God bless you. And he will.
That's what you're telling them.
Tenfold.
Beautiful says God bless you at the bottom.
It's more blessed to give than to
$0
receive.
Literally $0. God bless.
I might have to resend her that invoice.
Yeah, I get it. But God bless you.
First of all,
With that, God bless you, bro.
Said, love your work. God bless you.
I was gonna say because I was obviously chopping up the little clips to like do for the nominees and stuff, and I also had to do your music video. It was a sick start to like it was just nice. Every time I watched the music category video, it was dope. But then I saw that you did like a little mini. I don't know if it's a documentary, but
BTS.
you did like there was the BTS video I saw for one of the music videos, but then you also did one time ago. Where you got like you interviewed a couple like women. Yeah, I forgot what song that was.
It was for Don't Settle. That was 8.
Yes,
that
yes,
was
Don't Settle.
2017. Yeah.
I would love to see you run that back again for whatever
I would
comes
love
out.
to run that back too.
That was sick.
I love, and my friends keep telling me I'm a storyteller, which I find very strange. But I guess I love storytelling. I shouldn't say
Nah, oh, there you go.
But I love putting things together because I'm a thinker. Like, I'm like,
I love it. When artists add that little sugar, like Adekunle told a time ago, he did that thing with Spotify where when he released Catch Me If You Can, he had an explanation for every single song as well, like a little mini video thing. I'm like, bruv, I didn't ask for this, but
this is amazing. I love it.
give me more.
Yeah.
Give me more.
Not the vein.
Give me more. I need
Now
that.
you tapping the vein.
Honestly, it'd be very, very sick to see.
Yeah,
you do something
I look
like
forward
that.
to doing that. You might be getting a little documentary out.
Okay, now.
Yeah, because I think a lot of the times people, I feel like, okay, controversial, maybe unpopular opinion. I think people don't appreciate music as much as they used to back in the day because you don't spend enough. Too saturated, but I think people don't actually spend like how many times do you listen to an album more than once?
Nowadays, rarely.
Yeah.
And I'm so
Whereas
mad at
like back in
myself
the
for it.
day, the Michael Jackson album comes out, you're like rinsing that thing over and over again. You have the lyrics, now you know every, you know what I mean?
I forgot
You're
when
reading
they
the
had
little
lyrics.
booklet from the CD.
CDs,
You know
yeah.
why I collect CDs is because I love liner notes.
Yeah.
That's my favorite
Damn.
part. When I, as a kid, I was always excited to open up to the last page of the liner notes because you get all the thank yous.
Yeah.
I also want to see which one's thanking God and which one is it.
You're like a true Christian.
And the older I got, I still collect every now and then.
Yeah.
Have to really like the album to buy it. because physicals don't sell that much, a lot of them don't leave liner notes anymore.
Yeah.
Right? So
And I
they'll
think
just leave
there's no need. There's that thing of like people are
There's no
moving on with the
cost.
times. Yeah, it costs money.
Yeah.
But I think there's that lack of appreciation of like, someone can go through an album once and be like, oh, trash, oh, great album of all time, whatever. And then you start listening to a few songs, but people don't have that thing of like, okay, song number one, like why would this person choose this song as the intro? Like what's so important?
That's what you think
and
about
so
like a Gets when he dropped, and what was
Yeah,
it,
the intro's
Mozambique or
really
something like
good.
that was the intro. What was the first one? But like, and you hear that and you're just like, you
Dude.
did this on purpose, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm like,
like,
and that's what I love.
Yeah.
Man. When people play albums and it's on shuffle, crazy.
Yeah, shuffle.
Why?
Why do you look like you're about to disagree right now?
Nah, this with me on this one.
No, I've heard of people that play albums backwards because they're like, if the end is really good, it says a lot.
Right.
Right.
Interesting.
Actually, yeah.
There's a lot of people who pack the start.
Yeah.
There isn't. I was just thinking about this. Like, do you think there's a level of back in the day people loved music more? Because also we forget that we don't know about what was released and just went away.
I mean, yes, but I'm saying like there was that intentionality of like, okay, the new Bob Marley thing is out, right? You get the album. You might not initially like all the songs, but you listen to them enough times to be like,
times,
okay,
yeah.
I get why the song,
Yes.
Mm.
Do you think it was a thing of I've paid for this, so I'm gonna play this?
Yes.
Because nowadays I
Yes.
pay.
That's what I was gonna say.
For me, I
Was,
pay $3 a month to Spotify.
Yeah. You're like,
Right?
next,
Literally.
next.
So if I didn't like, if this didn't do it for me the first time,
10
You're okay
seconds.
to
Yeah, that's
not
it.
listen to it again.
And that's what I'm saying. Like 10 seconds to give somebody,
Yeah. You got 10 seconds to make a case, bro.
give someone the first 5 seconds to be like,
niggas make a clap.
I hear you out. 1, 2, 3, nah.
I've had
Trash.
that feeling for the first time in a long time about like I love this album and I'm keep playing it
Yeah.
this week.
Which album was it?
Metro and Future's album
Yeah,
is
yeah,
so
you've said
freaking
this.
good.
My sauce it.
It's so like Metro is an asset to rappers more than most features are. That's how good of a producer he is.
Right.
He is phenomenal. It's
Shall have a
so
look.
good. The whole album's so good. Future is, for me, I'm like, you're on the Rushmore of your generation. That whole Drake, Kendrick, Cole, who's number 4, it's Future.
All right.
I have an unpopular
Big
opinion
Sean.
about that.
Oh.
You think it's Nicki?
No.
Who do you think?
I think it's me. No.
Yes, ma'am.
That's one vote.
Wow.
I'm done.
I don't know. I'm never in those conversations about who's on the
it's tough.
top 4.
Subjective, it's music.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Oh, so no answer. Okay, bet. Fair enough. But I'm excited for that for sure.
We
but,
are. We can't wait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's let you get
so-
out of here though, because we can keep
I
going.
thought
though.
we just started.
Yeah, because I looked at it, I was like, oh.
hey, I've been here for 8.5
Yeah, this
hours.
guy's been in this
Whoa,
stew the
you
whole
crazy.
day,
That's
man.
crazy.
Shift. But honestly, we appreciate you for coming down.
Yes,
God's
for
timing,
real.
as you said,
Yeah.
finally happened.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Thank you also for once again for performing at Amari. You made it special.
You ate it
The
up.
first one, so you're
Yeah,
part of
yo,
history.
it
You
was
know what I mean?
it was a vibe.
Thank you to the two of you for being amazing presenters as well.
Visual.
Honestly, it might have
And
to be
Nora for being a part of it with
yeah,
that.
I know, yeah.
North
No,
Africa.
for now being North
Literally.
African and Iraqi at the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
time,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Thank you,
Is that
brother.
possible?
It is very, very possible. But yeah, appreciate you for
Shout out to
for
you guys as well
Yeah,
for
shout
running
out.
Amari,
Thank
putting
you.
it together and
That was
bringing
good.
something amazing
Yeah,
to
man. We thank
Australia.
God, man.
Thank you guys for having me at Amari. That was so epic. That was like
What a time.
the craziest thing. I just loved seeing, in particular, Black women just
Yeah.
being free.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
that was
and
beautiful.
yeah, to be on the pod. I'm
gassed.
ready to be the 5th man. Nah. Ready to be the 5th
Hey,
man.
man.
You know? I'm putting my
You've earned
Mao
it.
needs
I'm
some
putting my
support, apparently.
application.
You've earned it.
We're
You've
so
earned it.
toxic, so
We need to
apparently.
We
You
need
are
to
probably
balance
one of my
Ooh.
favorite guests to if we were to have recurring.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not many.
Yeah, yeah,
There's actually
yeah.
not
Like I
many.
would
Yeah,
gladly have you back. more
Like
often
naturally
than
just
not.
went into the
Yeah.
conversations,
There's
which
not
was
many
nice. Very
people, man.
beautiful.
So.
Hey, don't say that. They're gonna run it back and say, oh, because it could be
I know,
anyone.
yeah.
Any guest before today.
Literally.
Well, damn. Okay, that's how it is.
Well, yeah, man. Stay tuned in it.
Oh, I'm a recurring guest.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, thank you for joining us for another episode.
Thank
Make sure
you.
you share this one around. Make sure you comment. Send in some dilemmas next week. I want to get back into those.
Oh, true.
What else happened? Follow Niasha.
Yes, that's
Look
it.
out for the music.
Yep.
Yeah, it's coming
We'll
up.
see you guys next week.
Peace.
Bye.